Good morning and welcome to Jewellery Maker. I'm Vicki and I'm going to be with you for the next 4 hours, bringing you a fantastic showcase of Sunday specials, and the word is special today, where you have got some absolutely blinding treats for you, things that you haven't seen before from us, things that you might have seen a long time ago and you've been requesting, things that you may have already got in your collection that we're going to do some price slashes on. We have got treats on treats. This is like the best strawberry gâteau, and every layer is a bit more sweet delicious. We give you 4 hours. That's all we're asking you to commit to us. 4 hours and we will make it worth your while. Every moment of this 4 hours is going to be jammed with something special. I have got today, breathe Vicks, I have got today Strands of Distinction, Peridot, I have got Spinel, and I have got Appetite coming up. Strands of Distinction, all ridiculously beautiful. Just take a look at this. Just take a look at this Appetite. Now that colour really is the perfect wake-up look, isn't it? That is the one to give you the alarm bells that say you've got to get it. And if you've got to get this in your collection, you need to be watching at midday. Bang on, 3 hours time, we will be introducing to you one of the biggest offers we have ever seen for this gemstone. We haven't seen it very often. Probably I could count the nights of times it's been on air, perhaps just with my 2 hands. But I will say to you now, this is the biggest availability that we have ever had. And if you've ever seen this before, you'll know with quantity comes great pricing, and that is exactly what you have got for an amazing Appetite strand. That's all to come. We're also going to go into the theme of the Games of 2012 with some gold offers. We also have coming your way some beautiful kits. And of course, we've got the fantastic Alison with us today. The first time we've got the Northerners together. Oh, yes. Watch out, you're all going to be talking Northern by the end of this show. You're all going to go on photocopy you. That's what you'll be saying by the end of this. You will not be talking Southern. You'll not be talking, wherever you are from, forget your accent, get Northern today. Oh, yes. We are literally, get Northern with yourself. You just get Northern with yourself. See, the thing is that we literally live probably about 7 or 8 miles away from each other. And the hilarious thing is that the moment she walks into it, I'm from your area. I went, really? How would I guess that with your accent? I mean, we literally sound like sisters. It's hilarious, don't we?
We do.
We do, man. We do. Right. I am dead excited today, and I'm really thrilled that you've tuned in for us. As I say, it's only 4 hours of your time, and I'll promise you those 4 hours are going to be full. Right? You're not going to find a few 5 minutes where you're going to be flicking over on the channels finding other stuff to watch. 4 hours that are concentrated. We are absolutely going to focus on opportunity today, and I will make it worth your while if you stick with me this morning. I will make every offer count, and I make promises, and I absolutely say I'll make a promise that I can't do anything to. This is a 4 hour big show. Big show. Are you ready for the first offer? The first offer which sets the stall, that sets the standard of the day. Are you ready for that 4 hour bonanza? We begin. I like this. Now, 2012 Gain Special, right? So this is your early bird with the 2012 theme coming your way. Now, of course, there's been a lot of people going for gold over the past 24 hours, and I have to say congratulations to our Team GB, because couldn't be more proud, couldn't be more at what achievement it is to dedicate and really focus on achieving something so incredible. And that's exactly what Jewellery Maker does, and that's something I must highlight to you. We really do focus in on giving you the best, and that's what really is happening in the 2012 games, is that they're focusing all of their attention and their strength and their absolute confidence in giving the best, and that's exactly what you're getting from us today. Take a look at what we do that is officially simply Okay, so we have got throughout the show a bit of a theme. We're going to give you 5, yes, read and weep, 5 feature offers throughout the show. I'm not going to tell you when they're going to come up. I'm not going to give you any kind of idea of when you need to be watching, but 5 variant offers, all going for gold. And I will say to you, going to be phenomenal prices, special pricing going on today. 5 offers going for gold within the 2012 Games offer. Are you ready for our first offer? The early bird opportunity. We're bringing you here these glorious gold coloured mesh beads. The size of these are going to be real focal points. These are really exquisitely finished. You've got that real quality about them. The size is bold, it's dramatic. 25 by 30 millimeter you're looking at here. And as you can see there, just a simple detail from the top to the bottom, but that detail is size driven. And that you use 1 or 2 and you are getting a focal point to your jewellery. And guess what? The special is that we're bringing you 5 gold rings. Hang on a minute. 5 gold rings? How about 5 gold beads for one very special price tag? Wait for it and be prepared. You will be starting your order right now, but you can add to your order throughout the day. Your postage and packaging with is £2.95. That's it. P&P for the whole day is less than £3 for standard delivery. If you want express, then it's less than a £5 still. It's up to you how you want it, but you've got to know that we are in the mood to treat you today because you are getting your gold-coloured mesh rondelle beads. They're 25 by 30 millimeter, 5 in total, 5 feature beads. What? I see, I knew it was going to be a good price, but I didn't know it was going to be that good. Oh, don't let me look at the phone lines just yet. And I mean, literally within 10 minutes of starting the show, this is how we mean to go on. This is what I mean by just 4 hours of your time. That's all I'm going to take. Today, 4 hours of your time. You look away for a minute and you will be missing out on something special. You will be missing out on these opportunities. £2.95. Are you kidding me? £2.95. Numbers there at the bottom of the screen, 0800 644 655. And you can join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. Gold coloured mesh rondelle beads. The potential to make real impact to your jewellery. Very simple and very effective styling. And these are the types of things, Alison, that will really work, won't they?
Yeah, there's different ways you can use them because I think it was Louise that hammered them flat.
That's it, flat.
Yeah, so that was a different way to use them, but a real feature on necklaces and things.
Absolutely,
yeah.
Absolutely. And you've got that real indulgence of quality with this look for £2.95. £2, think about that. £2.95 is the same price as your postage and packing. So once you've spent £6, what? There's no going back. An amazing opportunity. What a chance to make a difference. 5 feature gemstone potential looks here, because they do have that real ability to take a gemstone and transform it when you've got that golden quality against them. £2.95. £2.95. Hold the lines to confirm. 0800 644 655. Gold coloured mesh rondelle beads. What a look and what a way to begin. What a way to start our Jewellery Maker showcase. And that's what this is, a 4-hour showcase. Stick with us and we will make it worth your while. Now, we have got a beautiful challenge for Alison today. I mean, it is an absolute stunner. There is no other way to put this than this is a delight for anybody who loves warmth, richness, vibrancy, crisp quality look. Oh, wowzers. Just take a look at this. This is going to be Alison's challenge, but I tell you what, this is part of our catwalk collection, and you instantly see that catwalk collection vibe about it. You know, the distinction of almost haute couture feel about the quality of the strands that you're looking at here. Exquisite exquisite intensities of colour. It just doesn't get much better than this. It genuinely doesn't get much better than this with genuine gemstones. You're getting a combination of quartz and agate, rutile quartz and carnelian. I mean, all of those, they are a delight to the eye. And I mean, if I just take the strands, I'll talk about the connectors shortly because those connectors are absolutely magnificent. But if I just take on board all of these strands together, I mean, this is basically the treasure chest of Jewellery Maker. These are some of our big sellers. These are some of our biggest hitters of the moment. And yet we're bringing them together in one amazing collection. And that's why this is part of our catwalk collection. You know, that real desirability, the haute couture of our vaults, the ones that everybody wants but not everybody can get. That's what you're getting in this combination collection. If I take, first of all, let's go for the carnelian, because I think for me, the carnelian is what takes my eye instantly because of its exquisite, intense and rich qualities of colour. You're seeing here the most magnificent intensity of beauty. The drama that you're getting here is absolutely stunning. And I'm just looking, and I do need to beg your pardon. Now, did you think that that was carnelian like me? Was everybody else on the same? Was everybody else thinking that this was carnelian? It's actually red agate. Hands up! I mean, and you know, I'm a gemstone fanatic, so I think I my gemstones inside and out. I'll put my hands up there. That was carnelian. That to me, as I'm looking at it, I mean, accredited. I am an accredited jewelry professional, so I'm not throwing that out there, but in the same sense, I take pride in the fact that I do have an accreditation to my name that gives me that sense of pride of knowing my gemstones. I mean, I'm looking at this and I'm going, it's carnelian. It's got to be carnelian. It's actually red agate. Well, I'm just floored by that. Just look at it. I mean, it has everything you would warrant in carnelian. It has the colours, it has the warmth, it has the range of tones. I mean, carnelian known for its beautiful citrus and then rich rustic tones. And you've got all that. These are frosted, faceted rondelles of red agate. Now, you do get matching agate alongside it. And that's interesting, isn't it? Because if you'd have said to me, are these the same gemstone? I'd go, no, well, you know I have not, because I'm saying that's carnelian and that's the red agate. But that's what Mother Nature is talking about there. I mean, absolutely incredible that she brings you so much variant. And this is what we've got to remember is we're not bringing you synthetics. We're not bringing you a gemstone or a piece of plastic that has been stamped out by a machine that looks exactly the same. You know, that's what we've got to remember. Synthetics, you have exactly the same gemstone, hundreds if not millions of times produced. Whereas here, Mother Nature gives you differentials. Mother Nature gives you unique beauty. Mother Nature doesn't do something twice over. She makes each individual stone something different. And that's what you've got. Two strands from the same family, both agate, and yet look at that combination of colours, the tones and the textures, the saturations of those really rich oranges and reds, or reds and oranges, whichever way you want to play it. And then you've got a little bit more of those russet tones in the oranges and the citrus tones coming from the frosted facets of the rondelles. I mean, absolutely incredible combination, really warm. And as I say, I do make an apology that I promise you, in all honesty, I genuinely thought that was a strand of carnelian. Now, you are getting carnelian within this offer. You do get carnelian, but I'll come to that in a second because that's in the connectors. But I will stick with my strands right now. So you have those two feature strands of colour of the agate. Then wow, doesn't it just instantly lift and transform when you get that combination? You see that there's that instant appeal against the warmth of colour from that agate to then the clarity and purity and almost diamond-like quality of your white quartz. Your faceted puffy coins are 10mm, and just one tiny movement you get that real sense of beauty, you get that real sense of drama, don't you? Absolutely exquisite clarity to the white quartz, and clarity always means quality. And you could see that quality with this piece. I mean, just your visuals, instantly I'll appreciate just how good these are. Eye clean for me, absolutely eye clean, and actually probably potentially loop clean as well when you look at this. Okay. So you've got your white quartz, you have got 2 strands of exceptional quality agate, and one of our biggest sellers, I mean, simply across the board here at the Genuine Gemstone Company, and I have to say, we are sister channels alongside Gems TV and Gems TV Extra. This next strand, this is one of the big sellers across all of our channels. This is one of those gemstones that we cannot get enough of into our vaults right now. It is an absolute flyer. We call a flyer something that comes into our vaults and then flies straight back out again. This is one of our big flyers. To put this into a bundle or a collection, that really is showing you the high-end grade of the bundle itself. This is the Catwalk collection. The Catwalk collection is all about top grade, top desirability, and real almost haute couture styling from your jewellery potential. This is your rutile quartz. Yeah, you're looking here at nearly 300 carats of your black rutile quartz. And the popularity of this stone, I think, is probably based on its true unique beauty. I mean, we've had golden rutile quartz and the black rutile quartz just flying out of the vaults, just never enough to go around, really. But that's because I think it becomes so apparent once you get this home, the quality that we have invested in these individual strands, the quality of our potential buying power. And that's what it is, you know, because we are such a big hitter in the jewellery trade right now, because of course we work together with our other sister channels, we have such a power to be able to get great quality at great prices. And that's something that we really do, we really take pride in. Our buying power is so strong, and our ability to source the right gemstones at the right price. Because the simple facts are is that we're all in the same mindset, that we have to be careful of money. We all have to be thinking of, look after the pennies and the pounds are looking after themselves. Every penny counts, and that's why you get something like this together, you know, a Catwalk collection, top-end gemstones, and yet we're giving you rock bottom prices, and I really do mean rock bottom. So you've got that black rutile quartz, you've got the 2 strands of feature, I went to say carnelian again, of red agate and the white quartz. Now I'm moving on to the carnelian, because these spectacular, now I have to just show you where I'm coming from with how very, see what I mean? Now do you know what, now do you understand? I feel like I'm going on about this, but I'm horrified at myself thinking that I know my gemstones, and that's because, well, it's almost impossible to distinguish the difference between this red agate and then the carnelian of these connectors. Just look at those connectors. Absolutely glory colours coming through there. Sunset oranges and sunrise yellows. Beautiful, beautiful quality. And again, every single one will be different. Every single one will offer you something unique. And these connectors they're one of those things that whenever we have them in a collection or in a bundle, or we put them in kits, they really excite people because they're different. There's something that's offering that unique style to your jewellery making. And these Catwalk collection bundles, these are all about taking you to another dynamic, taking you to another level of jewellery making. You know, this is haute couture strands, and this is haute couture jewellery you're going to have the chance to be able to make something really, really stylish, something really different. And I think that's the nice thing about jewellery making is that you can make a unique piece of jewellery. You don't want to walk into a party of 500 people and find that, you know, of those 500 people, 3 or 4 people have got the same jewellery as you. That's not going to happen. You'll make your own individuality. You'll make your own beautiful jewellery, and then you'll stand out in the crowd. And this is jewellery potential to get you noticed. The quality of the strands, the quality of these connectors is going to be the quality that will get your jewellery noticed. You've got here the Catwalk collection. Red Alert is the name of this Catwalk collection bundle. And oh my goodness me, you are going to have to be on alert. You are going to have to be on alert, because the price point on this, I've told you high-end strands, high-end quality, and I'm about to say rock bottom price. If you were going to try to purchase this combination of 4 strands and then the connectors, if you were going to try and purchase all of these as individual entities, your price tag would be over £40. Now, I could justify that actually with the quality that you've got there. I could easily justify £40 plus, but I don't need to, because your Catwalk collection, your bundle offer in the Red Alert is... we're giving you pretty much a 25% discount. Pretty much 25% discount you're looking at there. £32.95 for your Catwalk collection. Oh my life. I mean, look at this comment. The rutile quartz commanding such high regard in the jewellery industry at the moment. Those beautiful strands of red agate, the clarity of your white quartz, and then on top of that, the carnelian connectors, all for £32.95. You should be paying over £40, nearly saving you 25%, pretty much 25% discount. Phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Now let's just bring them all together and let's take them over to Alison and see what she's thinking. Alison, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking they look absolutely stunning.
I agree.
And they kind of really jump from over there, you know, they're really sparkly and just absolutely stunning.
Those connectors are fantastic, aren't they? Because they do have that, because this is the Catwalk collection, because there is something special about these strands. It almost commands that the things that are working alongside it are just as special.
That's a wow.
You know, I know, aren't they just stunning?
Yeah, absolutely.
They are absolutely, the white quartz are absolutely exquisite. If I just drop them like that. What are you thinking then?
Oh, I'm thinking, well, I've got to make a ring, because we were at the ring workshop with Louise in Ferry Hill yesterday, so I've got to make a ring or I would be letting the girls down. All sorts really, chunky bracelets and some fine delicate pieces as well, I think.
And the nice thing is that because it's almost you could just put those together, but because the black rutile quartz is available, it almost just transforms this. Transforms
it gives it a different lift, doesn't it? Yeah.
Like in some ways, you could put the clear quartz and the rutile together, or if you wanted to transform it again, you know. It feels like there's more dynamism when we introduce that rutile
definitely
quartz.
say so, and I mean that gives you a real kind of mixture of sort of things that you could do, and sort of how it looks as well, because the clear quartz is so sparkly, so clear, that's kind of quite evening wear on its own, but when you put it with the rutile it makes it more day wear, doesn't it? So it gives you quite a good mixture. Absolutely.
And the thing is that if you are somebody who's shy of colour in your clothes, then I think that the nicest part about something like this collection is that it can really transform and lift your look without actually being too over the top. Yeah. You know, you can create your own jewellery to suit how you feel about how you like to wear it. I'm somebody who wears quite delicate jewellery. I don't wear big bulky jewellery, just a standard. You know, I have got jewellery that I'm comfortable with wearing, which is larger, but as standard, I am a much more delicate, very simple jewellery wearer. And I could imagine this working for me beautifully to give me a little bit more colour, you know, to give me a little bit more lift. Or actually, because of the size of the stones, you could imagine a beautiful draped necklace, you know, strands on strands for the neckline.
I think you could do anything you wanted to with it, really. It's got so much potential. I think it's absolutely gorgeous.
And these connectors,
they're just
I mean, are you looking here at using these as little features to...
I was thinking of using one in the centre of a bangle with some gizmo wire work and doing one as a feature and then kind of having something coming off there. That's what I was thinking at first with those, just for something different rather than just a necklace connector, you know, using them in a different way.
And And were you thinking like putting that as a ring? Is that what you're talking about?
No, I wasn't thinking of those in the ring. I was thinking of the agate in the ring.
Were you?
I think they'd look fab.
Ooh, that would look nice, wouldn't it?
Would really catch your eye.
And you can imagine against, we have got a really good offer on some gold wire coming up shortly. And I was just thinking to myself, if you put the gold against that, that richness of it, that would be exquisite. That would be seriously opulent, wouldn't it? I mean, actually, the nice thing is that this is the type of bundle that you could use both gold and silver findings.
I've been coiling some red, silver. I've got some gold wire out and blue. You could put any colour with that,
Absolutely.
really.
There's something a little bit special about that, isn't it? And again, you know, this is part of our catwalk collection. This is very much about getting that haute couture feel, getting that real style, that boutique appeal to your jewellery making. And you know, you've got to remember, you'll only get a cake to rise if you put the right ingredients. And it's the same with jewellery. You're only going to get good looking jewellery if you use the right ingredients. And that's what this is the right ingredients, the quality of the ingredients. And that's really something very important that from our perspective, that we've really focused from the moment that we came to air and the moment that we launched this channel and the moment we launched this company. It was all based on quality. And one of the biggest things is that I guess in some ways, and don't want to be like too parallel in the games too much, but a little bit like, you know, the high jumpers, we set a standard and we want to jump over it. We never want to go below standards. And so really this is us showing you what we're made of, us saying to you, our standards are set in top quality jewellery. We want you to absolutely rise above that and make sure that you trust us, and that's our perspective. Apparently we've got a text message that's just come in. Let's just have a look. Hey guys, are you doing the macrame today? Show us the fish.
Yay for the fish.
Yay for the fish. That's Devon from Shepston. Are you going to do the fish?
Yeah, we're doing the fish.
We're doing the fish. Oh, good news is that we're going, my daughter will be very excited, we're doing the fish at £32.95 for that catwalk collection red. We have lots and lots to fit in today. I promised you that today would be a real focus of opportunity, concentrated time to buy from us. So let's head back over. I'll leave that challenge with you.
Fabulous, thank you.
And we will try and, you know, keep on dropping in on Alison and seeing how she's getting on. And I know you've said you're going to do some wire work with that. So when you do, perhaps we can head over and see how you're getting on with it. So let's scooty over here, she says. Now, my first strand of distinction that I have now, I told you at the very top of the show that I've got a strand of distinction coming up throughout the show. I've got, in fact, 4 different strands. I've got black spinel, I have got apatite coming up at midday, which is, what, 2.5 hours away, and I have peridot. I'm going to give you a little bit of a sneaky peek. Now, I know that we had a strand yesterday and it flew out, literally flew out in seconds. This is going to be exactly the same. Of course, August birthstone, so a perfect way to introduce something special to your jewellery making. Maybe you know somebody's birthday, perhaps you want to create something. I can't remember the last time I had peridot here on air. I've not a clue. I cannot remember at all the last time it happened. So with that in mind, that's the first strand of distinction, and that's coming your way in about half an hour's time, just half an hour. But in the meantime, I'm going to start off with a kit. I'm going to have a quick slurp, actually. I always have hot water to the side, right? And by the time I actually get a chance to drink it, it's cold water. I just think, I'll come to air with a nice cup of hot water, and then I just never get a chance to. Too busy talking. Right. Wow. Wow. Ooh. Well. This is a lot. This is a huge amount. This is all one kit. Wow. Goodness me, that is some serious kit. Is there such a word as kittage? This is...
There is now.
There is now. That's it. There's great kittage in this. I can't get over how much you're going to get with this kit. I don't even know where to begin. I'm just keep going, just looking, going, what? Right. Wow. This is a kit and a half. Oh, you know how they do dressage? Perhaps we could have kittage. This is a seriously kittaged kit. Oh my goodness me. Absolutely. These are beautiful. Oh, I've got to just, hang on, sorry. Let's just explore this hematite. Let's just, is it double drilled? It is, you know. Double drilled hematite, and these beautiful flat tubes are exquisite, and they are flat, as you can see there, so they're going to be smooth. I'm looking at these and I'm thinking gents and ladies pieces of jewellery. I mean, there's that real sense of, you could have a really nice masculine piece, but equally just as feminine piece as well, couldn't you? These are delicious. 110 carats of your hematite in these flat tubes. They are 17 by 6 mil. They are just glorious. Loving those, loving them, loving them, loving them. Smooth like silk to feel. I mean, you got to know that genuine gemstones, they're often not just about the visuals, they're about the tactility. Again, have I used that word before? No? Is that a word, tactility? Don't think that's a word either. Just tactile, just tactile. Don't need to say tactility. Again, let's stick with tactility. Why not? Let's just throw in a new word into the mix. We'll just keep on adding words into the dictionary today, or the Victionaries they have up in the office. Yes, I have officially, since I started here at work, I have my own little Word document, and whenever I'm working with a producer, they have to bring it up to add to the Victionary. So for the past 7 or 8 years, they have created a document. I could actually probably publish it because the Victionary is rather full of words that just don't exist, but I think they should. Just like nougat. No, bouquet. Remember the shape bouquet? I am going to get that in the dictionary. I am. I promise you, Alison. I'm going to set off. When I get a chance, I'm going to go on the computer. I'm going to make sure that we set off that bouquet is actually a word that goes into the dictionary. Agreed? Agreed. Right. You've got double drilled, flat tubes, smooth like silk to touch, and just such a fantastic, they are metallic finished, and I think that's what makes the shimmer of them so seductive. They have that real strength of style about them. So this is strand number 1, and this is your hematite flat tubes. I just want to keep on like stroking them. Then look. Again. Oh, we've got some really exciting offers coming up with some black spinel later on. If you get this kit, you've got to keep watching for the black spinel, because this would just be a treat to work them together. Black agate with all of that seduction, that saturation of colour, that boldness that you've got here. Faceted rounds, 8mm faceted rounds. Now if I just start to move these, and I've got to show you, I'm hardly moving them at all, but just the tiniest of movement, the faceting quality of each one of these is absolutely magnificent. Now whenever you see a diamond cut to a facet, a triangular or a kite cut, then it's classified brilliant cut gemstone. So any cut that you see that has diamonds or kites or triangular facets is classified as a brilliant cut. Now the interesting thing about it is that although these would be classified as brilliant cut, they also have another terminology, and we'd call it checkerboard faceting. Almost that you're getting that real sense of checkerboard detailing to the surface. This stone just leads itself and lends itself to lustrous finish. Real intensity, almost black diamond-like quality, and we all know that black diamond is the ultimate in lustrous gemstone on the planet right now. So a real strand of focal point beauty. That's your black agate, but we're not even stopping there. There's more, there's more, there's more. Oh look, stop it, you lot are too young for all that. There's more, there's more. Come here, there's more. Who was that?
Jimmy Cricket.
Jiminy Cricket, that's it. Jiminy Cricket, not Jiminy Cricket. Jimmy Cricket. Jiminy Cricket's from like Pinocchio, isn't it? Jimmy Cricket. You're like, come here, this Ma. This Ma. My mother. Do you remember the letters that you've got done? I got a clue who am I talking about? I mean, you haven't got a clue who he is. He used to wear wellies and he used to have a funny hat. And he was very funny. Was he Bob the Builder? Probably the most, literally, Bob the Builder's this end of the scale and then Jimmy Cricket's about this end of the scale. So yes, no, is it? That's the yin and yang of life. Take a look at this fantastic double drilled strand again of your cracked quartz, frosted faceted squares. Whew, frosted faceted squares. Faceted, that's going to be a good day, isn't it? Double drilled 12mm that you're getting there. I've just hold them out like this so you can see the beautiful internal detail. I think the best way to describe these are like ice cubes that have been cracked from like frozen to going exposed to like a warm drink, because they have this amazing, and that's pretty much what happens to cracked quartz. It's classified as thermal shock. And you get an exposure to heat and then exposure instantly to cold, and that's when it creates this internal vein formation. And as you can see there, absolutely glorious quality to this strand. Nice thing about it is I really love the finish of the frosting on this. Sometimes frosted gemstones don't work for me, but that's because I like luster, I like shimmering, sparkling stones. But the frosted finish on cracked quartz, this really does work for me. And against the backdrop of the luster from the black and then the shimmer and the metallic sheen of the hematite, perfect, just perfect medley, giving dynamism. And this is what jewelry is all about. You know, some of the biggest designers in the world, they add not just great looking jewelry, but they add texture by giving you dynamics of finishes, the frosting, the luster, the sheen, the silk-like quality of the hematite. All of that is absolutely magnificent. This is only one part of this kit. I know this is going to go on for a long time because I've got lots more to introduce to you. Because on top of that fantastic 3-strand offer, you're also going to get lots of added bonuses. Those bonuses include memory wire. And if you've never worked with memory wire, then really in reality, you've missed out, and this is the time to explore this exciting new feature to your jewellery making. I know that a lot of our jewellery makers and our guest designers sell their memory wire bracelets tenfold. They get them in, they sell them out, they get them in. In fact, I know that on our trade show, Mark said the best seller is pretty much the memory wire bracelets that he makes. And really, in principle, I'm not surprised by that because they look so stylish and they're so easy to wear. So your memory wire that you're getting here is 14 coils. 14 coils, I'd probably suggest you'll get at least 2 or 3 bracelets out of that if you're clever enough. So that's amazing. Look, and it's 0.6mm gauge in your memory wire. So that's your memory wire. But as a bonus to this, you're also getting in this bundle, I love this colour. I love this colour. Just check this colour out. Isn't that just as glorious? Royal blue organza. I mean, absolutely fantastic ribbon. You're getting 10 meters of this ribbon. 10 meters. And all I want to do is just do this. This is just what my instinct says. I just want to do that. That lush, just lovely. Just to introduce the richness of that royal blue against the white. Absolutely exquisite, absolutely exquisite. So, right, you get your 10 meters of organza. 10 meters is just, sometime along the lines, one of our bosses is going to realise that we're actually being really too generous, that actually 5 meters would be enough, but somewhere along the line, somebody's eventually going to go, 10 meters? 10 meters? Well, what are we doing? But in the meantime, let's just enjoy 10 meters of organza ribbon. With the ribbon, I love the simple fact But we know you've got the ribbon, therefore we're going to give you the chance to maximise on the finishing touches to your jewellery making by giving you ribbon cord ends with extenders and a lobster claw clasp. So you're getting 4 of these, and we probably will ask Alison just to show you how really easy to use. I mean, really, even I could use them, and that's saying something. Literally, they work as little clasps where you place the ribbon inside and literally just close them. Use them as a, what's that word? Clamp. And clamp in the ribbon into your extender chain. And the extender chain is just another delight to add more wearability, universality to your jewellery making. And if you're somebody making jewellery as a hobby, or whether you're making jewellery as part of your business, this is just a really exciting way to add dynamism and something extra special to your jewellery making. Extender chains, I know a lot of people love the fact that extender chains add that sense of easy wear style to because we all have different necklines for different outfits. So if you're making a piece of jewellery that's only one length, then sometimes that neckline won't work for whatever jewellery you've made. So you want your jewellery to be really versatile and flexible. So if you've got an extender, whatever open neckline you've got, or closed neckline, you can almost adapt your jewellery with the extender to make it longer or shorter for whichever way. It's a really good way to add flexibility to your jewellery. Okay, I just remembered you've got findings as well in this. I haven't even got to the findings. I'm not even there. Okay, let's just run through what else you get with this kit. I feel like I've been on this kit for ages. The jewellery that has been made. You've got elastic, you've got your beading thread, and as you can see there, you've also got your blue beading thread. That dark blue beading thread is going to complement beautifully the royal blue organza ribbon. So this is going to be a really nice combination of colours. On top of all of that, I did say you get findings, but what I didn't say is that they're sterling silver. Yes, we're introducing to you 925 sterling silver in this pinstripe jewellery kit. It's a combination of head pins, eye pins, crimp beads, shepherd hooks. You're getting 3 open jump rings in 5mm, 3 open jump rings in 8mm, and 3 split rings which are 6mm. All together, solid sterling silver findings, over 40 sterling silver findings in this offer. 925 sterling silver is highly sought after, really, really well received. This is a brand new kit to Ed, it's never been seen before. And outside of this day, I cannot offer this again. I cannot expect to see a potential for this kit to come your way again. You've got here a really, really exciting opportunity. Why? Because if you try to create this kit yourself by purchasing all of the ingredients separately, your price tag would be over £41. You should be paying for this kit over £41. And yet, this kit comes in with sterling silver findings at $27.95. Now that is Jewellery Maker making history. This is what we're about. This is what we're about. You tune in, and I promised you today, I wouldn't want you to miss a second, because you miss a second, you will miss out on something special. This is special. Your memory wire, your 10 meters of ribbon. You've got there, of course, the little clasps and the extenders, which make the ribbon even more exciting. 3 strands of feature gemstones, beautiful hematite. I mean, that quality of luster, plus against the frosted finish of the crackled quartz. All of this, plus you're also getting thought out other additions with the coloured beading thread, just to add that detail. Hang on! You get these as well?
I thought you forgot.
I did! I just saw them, I was like, I thought that was more organza ribbon, and it's not. It's 10. And you're getting 10 organza ribbon, 10 organza bags, 10 organza gift. These come with this off. That is ridiculous. That's £27.95, but
you'd pay 50 pence for each of those bags alone, wouldn't you?
And the nice thing is that the potential to be able to present a gift to somebody, whether whether you're selling your jewellery or just literally giving it as a gift, these are the way that you do it with real, integrity to the quality of your jewellery.
With a business card in.
Absolutely, and I think one of the nicest things in my mind is that I know when I buy something that's presented nicely, even in a shop, or I get a nice bag, or I get something, it's wrapped up in paper, I feel really good about that finishing purchase. Like that shopping experience is really nice, and I want to go back and I want to experience it again. That's simple but effective to present your jewellery like this. Really simple way to make a real impact to your jewellery making is just by presenting it nicely. $27.95. I mean, really quite an exciting kit.
Absolutely stunning stones. Gorgeous.
Oh, look at that. That is, see, there's a monochrome sense in some ways to this kit, and yet then the introduction of that royal blue, it just lifts it and transforms it, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, and you see just how the ribbon can work with the whites and then the metallics, and then you just work with just those hematites and the white. Each time, you're just seeing something different. Such a good looking, I mean, absolutely beautiful. I love that royal blue.
It's such a vivid colour, isn't it?
Vivacious, yeah, really vivacious quality. And I mean, you've done double, because there's two lots of double drilled.
Yeah.
That in some ways gives your jewellery making a little bit more of a dynamism in another way, isn't it? Because if you've got a single drill, perhaps that's what people are used to working with.
I was quite excited when I opened it and they were both double drilled, because I don't think I've had a kit that was like that before. So it made it quite interesting to work with, and it allowed me to do some different things that I maybe wouldn't have done without it being double drilled.
And in terms of the double drill of the, you've made a ring here. I mean, just how simple and yet so effective. How exactly did you create? Is that binding?
You know the ladder weave technique that we've got? So I literally just started at one end. It was going to be a pendant, and then I thought, oh, if I keep going with this, I think I've got enough to bring it round and make it into a ring. So I literally went through each of the double drill holes.
I just
did the, it was just like assembling a ladder, if you like, so just going up, crossing through, up, crossing through, up, crossing through.
And you did that through the whole of the design, did you?
And then I just finished it off by keeping going through, and that was enough tension just to keep it in place. Obviously I did it to I just tried it on my finger to make sure that it would fit, and that was, easy peasy.
How cute is that? That is such a cute look. And what I like about it is because of the width of the stones, it actually sits on the flanks of the finger, but they're so smooth. I love hematite.
It's gorgeous. It's one of my favourite stones.
I know, I ever think about it, and you just think to yourself, see, I just think that that's such an easy wear piece of jewellery, and yet so stylish. Really easy. You can imagine.
It's quite evening wear, isn't it?
See, I was thinking like jeans and t-shirt, just really simple, but just having, because I think these days one feature piece of jewellery is all you need, isn't it? Yeah. And that's it, that's what you've got there. And so that's just glorious. I mean, that really is. In some ways, I kind of just want you to show us how to do that, because we don't get to do rings very often. Right, have we got, is that? Yeah?
Yep.
Cool.
Right.
No, just because we've talked about it. Or do you want to show something else?
No.
Go on, tell us.
We were going to do the necklace, but we can do the ring. It's easy to swap. It's no problem.
No, because we don't do many rings, and I'm just thinking, is that all right?
Of course it
is. Sorry, Alison, I don't.
And I've got some ribbon out to do the ribbon ends as well.
Ah, fab. Okay, the ribbon ends. Let's do that first.
So if we do that first.
The ribbon ends, as we've talked about. I mean, the nice thing about that, if I just easy for us to show. Can you see how they really create a finish? Oh, hopefully.
Sorry. They've got a grip.
You see how they just finish off so beautifully, the jewellery. They just like give that real quality finish, don't they?
Right on the end there, there's a tiny little point.
Yes, there is.
So when you put the ribbon in, or if you use leather or cord, just the tiniest little point.
Yeah.
So when you put the ribbon in, that sort of grips onto it anyway, and then you just pull both sides down and give it a good nip, and that holds it in place.
So all you do?
Literally, all you do. Come on, Vicky, you're going to have a go.
Do you fold it?
I do.
Do you fold it?
I do, yeah.
See, that would be my instinct about folding it.
I think the one I did, I double.
Like that?
Yeah, so that one was obviously 3 strands, and what I did was I put a knot on the end and then cut 2 strands off, so it just left one, otherwise it would be too bulky to go in.
So you just
and literally
do that?
That's it, yeah. And then you just take your flat nose pliers and squash one side down.
One side first?
Yeah.
Close it, like that?
Yep.
Like that?
Yep, give it a good nip. And then the other side, and then...
Noises are obviously not necessary, just
I would probably turn it around.
You turn it that way?
Yeah.
Okay. Just so anybody's watching and going, why is she doing it? Because I've never done this before, and I'm not a jewellery maker. And so it's quite nice for me to show you how easy and effective it is, because I genuinely, that's the first time I've ever done it.
And just give it a really good press. Groans are optional.
Ta-da! See? How nice does that finish off? And that is the first time, I promise you, that's the first time I've ever done that. So that just shows how easy it is.
And because you've got the extender, you can just finish a little bead on the end, so it gives it that detail on the back of the neckline as well, which is just lovely.
If you put a little bit of detail to the end of your extender, always, I mean, any type of gemstone, anything that you've got to spare, just one little gemstone always will make the difference to the finish and the quality of jewellery. One of those nice long hematites might be quite nice, mightn't it?
Very
just
elegant.
a little bit of a sexy zhuzh. Right,
okay.
This ring.
Yep. I've not got the blue beading thread to hand, but it doesn't either or.
Are you going to use it?
I can just use silver,
right,
it's okay. So what you'll notice with these when you get them home is one side's sort of flat and one side's slightly concave, so they do feel just ever so slightly different.
Can I do that as a side profile so people can see?
It's just very slight.
Yeah, you can say one's flatter and one's more curvaceous, isn't it?
But as you pick it up, you can tell straight away. So the one that you would want against your skin would obviously be the flat one, and then the curved detail on the outside.
Okay.
So I can't even remember where I started, but it's almost because you're going around in a circle, it doesn't matter anyway.
Right.
So I probably started, I think, with this one because I did the way that the earrings are. I started off. That's what I was going to kind of do. The little sort of pendant. Oh no, I think this could work. Let me think how I did it. Yeah, right. I've got it.
With that?
Yeah.
Sorry, I know
it's about 10 days since I made it. I'm thinking, how did I do that?
We weren't. This wasn't a technique that my instinct just thought. Oh, actually, we haven't done a ring for ages like this, have we? You know, just simple threading ring is quite nice to be able to do. You know, if it's not wire work, then a lot of people don't do wire work and yet still want to make rings.
Oh, make loads of stick rings and different rings.
Yeah, nice.
So literally I've put one of the frosted quartz on the bottom, 2 strands.
Can I just get you to come a little bit so we can match it, cheers?
Sorry. 2 strands cross-threaded through one hole,
and
then pulled down. And then don't worry if it twists over, you're just going to pull it tight. And then you just line the first one up, and then it sort of flows from there. So, just want to get this one a little bit even. Obviously, when you're at home, you've got a bit more time, haven't you? And I think the blue thread, it felt like it pulled differently to this as well, so that sort of does give it. It's quite like it's like a dry feel, isn't it? Where this sort of slides.
Yeah.
And then I literally went back through. Because if you went from there, you'd end up with more thread showing, so I went back through.
And you're just literally, that's just like what we classify as a ladder weave.
Yeah, it's just the ladder weave, that's all that it is. Just going up and down. So if anybody's new sort of out there today and thinks, oh no, that looks too complicated, it's the simplest.
Isn't it?
So you're just pulling it through.
You know, I say this in all honesty. I haven't explored jewellery making it. I've worked here for a long time, but time and family commitments and things haven't allowed me this is the type of thing that I find so fascinating, because from very, very simple techniques comes really, really dramatic jewellery results. And that's what I love about it. You know, coming to work every day, I love it because I never know what's going to happen next. I never know what type of design I'm going to see next. And it really is it really does give you that sense of excitement because, and I don't know about you, I think the kits almost, they force your hand to explore new techniques or forces you to think about things differently. You know, like that ring, as you said, you went to go make a pendant and you ended up making a ring. That's nice though, isn't it?
And sometimes, you know, you make something and you just think, no, I don't like that, and you just snip, do it again.
Start all over again. And the same principle is that once you've made your jewellery, you don't have to be confined to have that for the rest of your life as that one piece of jewellery. You know, you might be making one piece of show-stopping jewellery for one type of event, and actually you know that you're never going to wear that jewellery again, then you literally can break it down and start all over again and make something totally different. You're not confined. When you can make your own jewellery, you are within the realms of unstoppable within the jewellery that's right for you, and that's the thing, isn't it? So all you're doing now is literally just
building
winding
it up
and building it in.
And I mean, I've literally had pieces, some of the first things that I bought from, you know, when I first started watching Jewellery Maker 2 years ago, that I've had and didn't sell, and then I've just thought, oh, do you know what, I'm going to take that apart, mix it up with something different. I sold it straight away.
It's interesting, isn't it? And that's all right. Sometimes it's okay for things, because it's a lesson learned, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, we always say that here at Jewellery Maker and our sister channels. You know, you've got to learn your lessons as you go along, and I think that's probably why our sister channel is so successful. It's the longest running jewellery channel, but that's because we've learned our lessons as we've gone along. You know, things that haven't worked, then we don't do again, and things that have worked, we try and make them even better. And that's just how life should go, isn't it? That's just, and that's what you're saying here is just learning how to work something, and as you say, being adaptable to that. So far,
so that was kind of where I was going with the pendant idea. I would make that more central. I would have spent more time on it if I was at home, but that's where I was going with the pendant.
See, I'd have just worn that like that. Sorry guys, I just took that out shot. I mean, then just re-strand. Literally,
you could literally just put 3, 4, 5 strands through there of the silver or the blue thread.
Or the organza ribbon.
Yeah.
You could just put the, concertina, the organza ribbon up, and that would look gorgeous, wouldn't it? Yeah. I like that pendant. That's lush. And
then you just go again.
Just keep going.
Yeah, you just keep them going. And all you do, literally, I've got time to go right round to the end. Deanna, are we okay?
And you're just placing them in,
so you just
and pulling them out.
And obviously, I think my fingers are about an O, so this size fits an O, sort of ring finger. Your finger's obviously smaller, so I think you put it on a higher up finger, but if you wanted to, you could play around with it and just put 2.
Yeah.
Maybe on,
smaller. Or, I mean, like this, the nice thing is that in terms of sizing, it does have a little bit of give as well to it. I quite like that it has a bit of give. You know, nice thumb rings. Thumb rings are really trendy, aren't they? That's quite a nice thumb ring. So if you wanted to go, if you had smaller fingers, but you wanted to still have that bulkiness, then you've definitely got that potential. So you continue with the ladder weave in and out, literally just binding and wrapping, crossing in opposite directions.
I mean, you could go all the way around with the hematite.
Yes.
And then just put one in the middle. It was just how I started there with that, and then I thought, oh, yep, this is going to work.
Yeah, definitely. And it works so beautifully.
Yeah. And you're talking about, what, 8 stones?
And and so effective. And that's the thing about, like you say, you're making jewellery for a business. You have to be considerate of that, don't you? You have to work out how much you're investing in your ingredients and how much time you're investing to then how much you charge.
I've literally broken it down to what does every bolt ring clasp cost, every crimp bead, because I had to make sure, you know, no disrespect to where I live, but it's not the sort of place where I believe people are going to pay sort of £40 for a necklace. So I had to make sure the price that I was going to sell at,
they were going to sell.
It was going to sell, and I was actually going to make some profit out of it as well, because you've got to factor your time in. Yeah. And it, you know, that's not complicated to do. No. But actually, if you don't do that, what you'll find is you'll sell it all and think, well, actually, I've kind of covered the price of the kit, but I've not really made anything out of it. No. And you know, for me and probably everybody else out there, it starts as a hobby, but equally your time's quite precious as well.
Absolutely. Oh, so you should, and I think that's really hard when you first get into jewellery making, that you are making, you're making something, but it's not just the end result, it's the time finish, isn't it?
And everything, you know, most people I would say are probably the same. You might, sometimes I get two of the same one, and then I think, yeah, I can get kind of more variety out of the beads and things. But you know, I usually say to my customers, you know, everything's pretty much unique. There's not going to be another one. Certainly I haven't made another one that looks like that. So people are getting something that is, you know, unique to them, very different. They're not, like you said, they're not going to bump into somebody who's been at the high street and there's eight of those, you know. So when you come back around to here,
so we've done the weave all the way around, and literally you've just bound them in by crossing over on each one of the double drilled sections.
So it's just the ladder weave, and then it goes flat when you sort of stretch it out. It just coils up a bit. So when I got back to this bit here, I just started to literally loop through. So you're just pulling it together.
Look at that, look how easy that is.
It's like stitching.
Yeah, it is.
And it's just like, you know, if you make the beady bead, this is all that I do. I just keep going round and round and round till I feel that the tension's enough that it's not going to just fall apart. And
so do you not finish it off at all? Do you just keep on creating that tension?
Yeah.
So you don't finish it off by giving it a twist or giving it a seal?
If I was doing the beady bead with the illusion thread, I can't remember the name of it. Monofilament, thank you. I would put a little knot in that because you wouldn't see that, but if I'm using thread, I just keep going. Obviously if the holes aren't drilled enough, then you can't do that, can you? You can't just keep going and going and going. But with this you can. And like I said, you know, more time at home, you play around, you know, get it more central, get the tension, you know, you might want it slightly tighter to fit you. And then, but you can go, I think I went back through some of these as well, so just sort of thinking, well, let's head over this way, make sure it's nice and tight, you know, and you can feel there, I'm starting to struggle to get, you know, the holes on the hematite, but you wouldn't get any more through. So you just
could you use like a stronger gauge wire? Could you perhaps use, if you've got some wire stashed, you know, like 0.25 mil kind of wire, would you be able to use it, could you?
I would think for this would probably keep the tension better than 0.25 wire, because you'd need to kind of loop that through and finish it off, where this kind of gives it the structure of the shape. It still has movement, you know, because it still has movement.
That does.
Where that actually works better, as you can see, than that does in terms of the finished shape.
Just like
that's
that.
Standing up, and that's not. So I would definitely use
the beading thread. So just like that, you can create something so wearable and so easy to achieve. So anybody who's watching for the first time, if you want to give it a go, if you want to learn how to make jewellery, we are here to be part of your journey. We can give you a free DVD and booklet when you make your first purchase with us. This is a really great kit to be able to get started, because you get lots of ingredients to really get you excited into different ways of making different styles of jewellery. So give it a go for £27.95. The only other thing you'd need is a toolkit, which we give you an essential toolkit for less than a tenner. We will take a little break later on, and when we do, just keep watching, because that'll tell you all about our toolkits. But for less than £10, the toolkit really is everything you need to get started. So what's that? For less than £40, you're into making jewellery, and the effectiveness of that is already seen with all of the amazing designs that Alison's made.
The toolkits just last. I've still got the same toolkit that I started with.
That's it. All our guest designers use the same toolkit, and they all just keep saying, and it just lasts, and that's what you want, isn't it? And that's exactly what you get from us. Keep watching, because it's time for your creations. It's one of our favourite bits. It's the Wall of Fame. That's really funny. He went, are you going first? And I went, aye. She made me go really know that. Aye, I'll go first. 101 is Pauline in Leeds. Oh yeah, just doing it for the Northerners as well. Here is this week's entry for the Wall of Fame. It's a chunky piece made from malachite rounds, black onyx rounds and sardonyx pendant. This is a departure from my usual styles, as I prefer more delicate designs made with pastel colours, but the malachite is so beautiful I wanted to use it so that it was showcased on a monochrome background. Pardon me, backdrop. I watch the show every day. Thanks for great presenters, designers and crew. I'd be lost without you. And that's Pauline and Leeds. Pauline, right back at you. We'd be lost without you as well. So thanks very much for watching us. And I love it. I really love it. And like you, I'm a bit more of a delicate, but that, I absolutely understand why you've gone for that type of boldness. The malachite certainly deserves it. Stunning.
This is number 98, and this is from Chris at St Helens, which I think is probably the one in Liverpool, not 2 miles away from where I live.
Yes.
And this is using 3-strand twist of gold tiger tail, amethyst rectangles and white Chinese jade, all from GM. I'd love to see the design on the Wall of Fame, and it'd be even nicer to win for my stash is ever dwindling. And Clive at DPD needs to keep busy. Love the show, keep up the bargains, times are hard. I think that's absolutely gorgeous. What a lovely set.
Isn't that a great set? And it's nice that you can get the matching combinations, you know, the neckline against here. Wow. Oh, I wasn't expecting that one. Oh, okay, number 100.
Gorgeous.
Isn't it? Celia. Celia in Cardiff. Get you. She says, hi everyone. Whenever the fabulous Rachel Nollis demonstrates a technique, I just have to try it. So this is my take on the bangle she demonstrated last time. I used ruby azurite beads, fluorite nuggets and a couple of azurite beads and some aquamarine and peridot nuggets. All odd beads left over from Jewellery Maker strands, together with silver and green wire. Not perfect, but I think it worked quite well for the first attempt. Are you kidding me? Not perfect, that looks amazing. And she says, I love the technique and thanks again to Rachel. Best wishes to everyone, and that's Celia in Cardiff. Celia, you're number 100. Absolutely glorious. It's spectacular. Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, you're going to commission a few pieces of that, Celia. Beautiful.
And this is number 99, and it is from Paula in West Sussex, Petworth. A simple bracelet made with blue fire agate and lilac pearls. Think it looks summery? Yes, absolutely, would agree with that. Loving the shows, very entertaining and informative, and I've learnt so much. Keep up the good work, we'll try. There we go, that's from Paula.
I love that colour. That is one of that. Almost that would go very nicely with the organza that we've just done as well, wouldn't it? That ribbon. We have a lot still to look forward to here on Jewellery Maker. I'm just looking at the time, and I know we're late. Oh yes, as is tradition when I'm around, we are late. So keep watching. I know there's a lot of people have tuned in for that feature peridot. Yes, August birthstone. It's the must-have of the show. Keep watching. I've got this amazing strand coming your way, and lots more strands of distinction, including apatite, including black spinel. I've got it all coming up this show. I told you it was a good one. It's going to get even better straight after this break. Let's learn about how you introduce yourself to the Wall of Fame.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moons Moat, Redditch, B98 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just £9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
If for any reason you're not satisfied, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
New to jewellery making? Then why not come and join us on our Beading for Beginners course? Join guest designer Cherry Green as she takes you through all the basic techniques to create your very own necklaces, earrings and bracelets. You will learn a variety of skills, all of which will help you get started in jewellery making. During the course of the day, you'll get to have a backstage tour of the studios, meet the presenters and have a trip to our jewellery shop. The full course includes beading thread, a generous scoop of mixed gemstones, a 925 sterling silver findings pack, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments. All this for just £79.95. For details on course dates and availability, phone our call centre now on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
Well, we have so much to fit in this next 2 and a bit, 3 hours. We have so much to offer. Thank you very much for joining me, by the way. I'm Vicki, going to be with you until about 1 o'clock if you're watching on repeat, until about 2 and 3 hours, something like that. We have got the fantastic Alison joining us, the two Northerners together today. It's the first time we've done it, but I tell you what, we're doing it, aren't we?
We absolutely are.
Who needs Team GB when you've got Team NE? Northeast. All right, whatever. We have the most ridiculous look for you right now. The most extraordinary quality of peridot. So when we do it properly, and we know you have been waiting for this gemstone. We know that because you email us, you contact us, you text us, you tell our call centre staff who then pass it on to us. We know you want this strand. We really, really do appreciate that this is something that you've been patient with us about getting. Thank you for your patience. We do it right now. There is no other time I think that this is going to be on air. In my opinion, even with the quantity that I know we've got, I genuinely believe this is going to be a one-time on-air offer. I honestly expect this to sell out, and I have got 4 strands of distinction coming, and I expect every one of them to be a sellout today. Why? Because quite simply, we haven't had them for ages, and the quality is going to absolutely fly out the door. Check this out. Oh, hello. Now, there is no other gemstone that this could be. No other gemstone has this potential to have 2 tones of colour in one gemstone. Peridot is a double layered gem, so basically that means that you'll see lime greens as the main focus and then an undertone, almost like a double palette of colour with golden shades highlighting. So you might find it's not pleochroic, it's not, you know, a dual two colours from different angles. This is a stone that actually is layered like this, so you get the greens and the golden colours together in one gemstone. And every time I see this gemstone, it gives me that little bit of a lift, because I think colour can do that. It can give us energy, it can give us that sense of real vibrancy, and that's what the colour's doing for me. Vibrant peridot. Of course, it's August's birthstone, so because of that, this is going to be a big seller for anybody who's there wanting to make something special for birthday gifts. Or of course, if you like to do, you know, your different trade shows, well, this is a nice way to introduce people to the variants of the birthstones. And August's birthstone is probably one of the nicest in terms of colour. Fresh and vibrant peridot. And this peridot is going peri-low. See what I did there? See what, yeah, again, need to stop doing that. You, Claire really didn't like that, did she? Wasn't impressed by that at all. No, really not impressed. The thing is, is that this is not just peridot, this is quality peridot. You've got clarity that works alongside the freshness of colour. You've got that distinguished intense saturation. You know, peridot is renowned in the gem world for its 2 saturations of colour. You want to see that, you want to see that display, and that's exactly what you're getting from this quality. This is a strand of what? A strand of distinction? No, I was literally in the midst of saying this is a strand of distinction and the price point is going to reflect that. And in my ear, I'm going to tell you what Deanna has just said. My producer, you heard, I was saying this is a strand of distinction. I was about to say it's a strand of distinction, so get ready. It will be a considered purchase. Are you sure you've just said less than £10? No, we've said it and now we've got to do it. Peridot, August birthstone. I've said it now. Let's get down to it. Get on those phone lines early. Do not do anything other than pick up the phone right now and confirm on this one. You're going to hit a queue. A really, really exciting offer. I've said it now and it's got to be done. Peridot small nuggets ranging from 3.3 to 8 by 4 millimeter, 65 carats, B1. These are going to be literally the ultimate offer for today. The number there to dial, 0800 644 655. Once you've dialed, we'll process your call as fast as we can. You can join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. Your price tag, peridot small nuggets. When I said perilot, less than £10. Now, you know as well as I do, if you've watched us on a regular basis, we haven't had peridot in for months and months, and now we introduce it August birthstone, best timing that we possibly could come up with, and we introduce it at less than £10. That is Jewellery Maker. The simple facts are is supply and demand. Simple economics says that when you haven't had something in stock and when people really want it, you can charge a higher price. Why do we not do that? Because that's not what we are as a company. That's not what we do. We are a family-run business, and the simple fact are, our perspective is this: if we can get a great price, you get a great price. The reason I work here, the reason that I've stayed with this company for so long, I've worked with this company for what, 7 or 8 years, is the simple values that they really do stick with. My own values in life are that if we can do it, do it. You know, if you get a great deal, give a great deal. Treat people as you want to be treated yourself, and you're never going to go far wrong. And the reason we have such a following, such trust with our viewers and our buyers is because of our commitment to that very, very important ethic. Deal, you get a great deal. We could charge you a higher margin on this one. Look, the simple facts are is we could have charged you 15, 16, 17 pounds on a strand like this, but we didn't because we don't need to do that. The simple facts are is that we want to give you an offer that makes you tune into us day in, day out, buy from us. That's why we give you a price tag of £9.95. A strand that could be commanding so much more right now, we give you it for less than £10. And think of that tenner. Think of that tenner, and now do me a quick favour. Into your search engine, peridot necklace, and see how much you would be charged. Just type in any search engine, just type in peridot necklace and see what price tags you got. The first one that has come up onto, really, that's ridiculous. Right, Deanna has just done exactly that on her search engine. The first one that's come up, department shop, has just said £215 for a peridot necklace. 250, or make it yourself. Get the quality of peridot from Jewellery Maker, add a simple clasp, restrand, and look at this. £9.95, a ridiculous offer. You cannot afford to miss out on these types of offers. Hold the lines to confirm. I told you I had every expectation that our strands of distinction today would sell out. My expectation is every single offer today will sell out of this type of quality. The simple facts are is that we don't get enough in stock, so when we do the stock, everybody wants it. And I will say now, I know I've got people who are buying multiple strands. I have got people buying literally 5 and 6 strands. And I've got queues on the phone lines of over a minute. Please be patient. Now, I will say to you, if you ever hit a phone line that goes engaged Right, try again. Just pick up the phone and dial again, okay? It is a free phone number that you're dialing. Please make sure that you really do give us your time on this one, because I don't think that you'll get another chance to get this strand at this price point. Less than £10. Think of that £10 note, right, and walk into that department shop, and remember that you would need £215 to buy a peridot necklace in a certain department shop, or alternatively, you come to us, you make your jewellery yourself, simple peridot, add a clasp, and hey presto, what have you got? And the simple facts are is that I can't give direct comparisons to other jewellers' boutiques. I can't give direct comparisons, but the simple facts are I can give you a comparison of gemstone. This is quality peridot, and I'm sure without any doubt it would have to be quality peridot if somebody's charging over £200 for a necklace. You know, that's it. This is what it's about. Do your research and remember that we only do genuine gemstones here. So when we give you peridot, we're giving you the real deal. We're not giving you a synthetic that looks like peridot. We're giving you genuine gemstone peridot. Hold the lines to confirm on this one. I've still got queues of around about a minute to a minute and a half on the phone lines. And that's it though. Remember, it's a free phone number. You're investing your time with us. That's all. An amazing opportunity to make a difference, and the difference is yours. Hold those lines to confirm. I've still got quantity to go. I've still got quantity. I've still got chances to go. Right, if you thought that you were going to miss out, if you thought you weren't going to get this one, I've still got chances. I've still got availability. For now, don't be disappointed when I finish this one and you go, oh, I wish I'd have got that. You still got the chance to get it. It's still available, and I do believe it'll be a sellout. I do expect this will sell out, but it's now still available. Because of that, I'm going to give you another 5 more seconds to get on those lines to confirm on the web for less than £10. Literally, think of that money in your hands right now. Think of that £10 note, and then in the other hand, think of over £200 in your hand. Right? I want you to literally do this now. Put it in your hand, hold your hands out, and I want you to imagine a tenner in this hand or £200 in this hand. Which one do you want to spend on a piece of jewellery? Which one do you want to spend? I'm going this hand with the tenner. I'd like to think that I had £200 spare just to splash on a piece of jewellery. Why would I splash out £200 when I've got a tenner in my hand that would give me peridot and create an amazing necklace? The balance is whether you're a millionaire or not, you still want to think about the simple facts of a tenner is a tenner, and £200 is why do I need to spend £200 when I've got a tenner here? Do you see what I mean? You just wouldn't do it. A pint of milk's a pint of milk. Right, if somebody in one shop charges £2 and somebody charges £4, what am I going to do? I'm going to go to the shop that charges £2 because it's milk. The same principle. This is peridot. You know, there are shops out there selling peridot necklaces for £200. You make your choice. Which one do you want to spend? The simple facts are, is this is quality. I know that because I'm looking at it. I know me stuff. This is a beautiful strand of... Do I need to get over the whole £10 business now? I can't really. It's just a simple principle. You know, milk is milk, peridot's peridot in my mind, as long as it's quality, and that's what I'm seeing here. That's what I am seeing. That's my perspective on this. Less than a tenner. Congratulations. I think it is going to be a sellout, that one. I think it's going to be a sellout. Okay, I have still got to come. Still have to come. I've got another strand of peridot. I've got a strand of distinction in black spinel, and I've got, can I show you the apatite? It's a full strand. Oh. Oh, it got a little bit tense in the studio there when we all went. Oh my goodness. That is gorgeous. Man, that is like peribe tourmaline. Sorry guys. I mean, literally, that has the qualities of colour that you'd associate to peribe tourmaline. Knock your socks off, apatite. That is absolutely delightful. It's coming up, let's say, an hour and a half. Yeah. an hour and a half, okay? An hour and a half to go for this one. Just an hour and a half, and that hour and a half is going to be full of offers because I've got another strand of peridot to offer, the larger nuggets. I've also got a strand. Do you want to see the splinel? Splinel? Splinel. Splinel. It's a new gemstone. We're just introducing it today. Whoa. Oh gosh, that is just beautiful. That is so beautiful. That's just gorgeous. Okay, that black spinel is the best. That is the best. We have just had our call centre. I'm going to just give you the heads up on this. We've had our call centre just ring up and just saying, when the phone lines get busy, people might hit an engaged tone. Right? You might think that the line's gone dead because apparently the beep beep thing is quite quiet. Literally, all I'll say to you is that as soon as you're not connected, it just means that you need to put the phone down and redial. It's a free phone number. That's the best thing about us, is that all we're asking is you just to pick up the phone and redial again. I am apologising about that. That's just one of those circumstances, but it's definitely worth committing when we're giving you offers like that last one and the offers to come. As I say, that plaque spinel, the appetite, and I've got some more peridot to come. I told you today was going to be good. I told you it was going to be full of opportunity. And talking of opportunities, this is offer number 2 on our 2012 Games special. We are going for gold. Yes. Can you remember that? Can you remember that programme? Going for gold. Henry Kelly.
Henry Kelly.
Loved him. Loved him. And then wasn't it somebody else who took over? No, you are. Yeah, it was a quiz show. It was fantastic. Oh, I used to love it. Going for gold. This is us going for gold. In honour of something that's happening. I don't know whether you know there's something going on at the moment. Did you? I don't know. I think there might be something happening. My husband literally has gone really from being interested in the games to becoming, one would call it, fanatical. Spending, I mean, honestly, I've never known anything like it in all my life. Totally fanatical about the games. He's so excited about them, it's ridiculous. All I'll say is that if you are involved and you are, like us, just inspired by the true dedication of the teams, and not Team GB, but actually throughout the globe, people's dedication to their sport. It's just been phenomenal, hasn't it? Well, I think, as I say, our perspective is something a little bit different, but we're taking the fun twist and we're saying we dedicate, just as they dedicate, their absolute focus on to giving you something extra special. And that's what we've got for these extra special 2012 game offers. Oh yes, you have here, going for gold, these lovely discs. Now if you are thinking of taking up an Olympic sport, and you're thinking of going in for the discus for Brazil in 4 years' time, maybe you want to start small. Or if you've got a mouse and they're thinking about getting involved in the Mouse Olympics, because there is, you know, could you imagine that? You know, then this. Did you not know that was happening? Yeah, the games. Oh yes, take a look. Look at these. You have got here. Oh, I've got such an image of lots of little mice getting together in London. Little did you know. Just look at this, yeah. The town mouse and the country mouse, they went together. Anyway, we will move on from the whole new story that we are recreating in our minds. These are beautiful. These really are spectacular discs. If I just show you that profile, you can see you've got that nice dome-like feel to them. They've got a real bulbous quality. So there's that sense of real drama. Very different, very workable. If you've got, you know, your gemstones and perhaps you'd like to sit them in the center and then start latticing them in with some wire work, this is something that might work. Or perhaps you want to go for more of the Italian inspired jewelry. I know last night I did a really great offer for some gold plated, they were gold coloured brass spirals, and we were talking about how very Italian your jewellery can be creating and a real sense of Italian boutique style. This is something that I would suggest that has that potential as well, a real boutique Italian style about them, the big links, and creating those links together would make something really exciting. So you have these lovely, lovely, I mean, imagine some nice drop earrings. I mean, some big, I mean, hoop earrings are massive, aren't they? But if you wanted to go for a twist and you wanted to just create a little drop and then just have a, you know, a big centerpiece like that, I mean, they would look fantastic, wouldn't they? Yeah, you get that sense of actually that probably would fit one of my fingers as well, wouldn't it? You've got there a really, really exciting potential. Something different here, Alison, really, isn't it?
I think they're lovely. I've never seen anything like them before.
And as you say, for somebody, you like wire work, don't you? And so if you had like a, you know, one of your favourite gemstones, or maybe even a druzy or something like that.
Druzy would look amazing in the middle of
Put that in the centre, you know, start weaving it in.
I think even the earrings that you were talking about there, if you had some sort of the gold plated chain and you just dangled some of that off the bottom so the discs were high up with a little bit of dangle on the bottom, that would look really nice.
Just something a little bit different about them. But again, it's about making your jewellery stand out. It's about getting something unique from this. Why does that say price slash? It says price slash because for 24 hours, in honour of the 2012 games, we are going for gold. We are giving you a price slash offer. These are e-coated. That means they are hypoallergenic. It means that you've got durability, you have got wearability, you've got style, you've got your copper discs that are feature discs at that. Stylish, wearable, price slash. You should be paying for all five. You should be paying for all five £9.95. 1, 2, 3, 4, less than a tenner. That's already a good price, but for 24 hours only, we are going for gold by bringing you a 20% discount. How about that? You're getting all five for £7.95. What an offer, what an opportunity. And if you want to join us in these offers, you're gonna know that it's a 1p&p chance here at Jewellery Maker. 1p&p for the whole day. So once you started buying, you paid your £2.95, which is standard delivery, or if you want to go express, it's £4.95. Once you've paid your P&P, you can add and add and add to your order. 20% discount you've got there. £7.95 is all you pay for your 5-piece gold plated with e-coating copper discs. Literally a potential to make something really special, to get something really, I do Italian style. I really see that boutique feel about these. This would be good for another, you know, addition of the nicer couture vibe that we've already instilled with, you know, the catwalk collection that we had earlier on. Giving that to Alison to work with
these.
Would go fantastic, really, wouldn't it?
Absolutely.
I can see Alison's doing something rather special at them. I've just noticed. Oh, that looks good. £7.95 for this offer, and as I say, this is just another add it to your order. This is just one of those make the most of while we've got it. An amazing look, a really exciting look. This is the way that we do it. This is the way that we bring it. And you know, something like the black spinel that we have coming up. Oh, now that's opulent. This is what I mean. Just start to think about what you could work this with. That would be phenomenal. Apparently we've just had a text in as well about that black spinel. Oh, have we? What does it say? Rosanna from Lancashire, there you go. She says, hi there. Just wanted to let people who are watching know your black spinel are amazing. I've had some before and they are just stunning. Great show so far. Well done, JM team. You get a gold medal from me. Woohoo! It's as close as we're ever going to get to a gold medal, to be honest, Rosanna. Oh, sorry, Ryan. Sorry, you're thinking about Brazil in 4 years' time, are you? He just says he needs to work out what he's going to do. Ruin that woman. Or perhaps you could go like kind of, yeah, gymnastics. Yeah, rhythmic
oh yeah, I could
gymnastics.
see him doing a bit of flick-flack and all that.
Flick-flacking.
Yeah.
Or a bit of Ryan doing a bit of flick-flacking. He does that on a Saturday night, but let's not go there. So, £7. Thank you very much. £7.95 is all you pay for these fantastic going for gold offer. 24 hours. That's it. 24-hour offer. In fact, probably less than 24 hours now. In reality, 9 o'clock Monday morning. That's when that price tag will just. Don't miss out. Gorgeous. Great offer, and we're moving on. Right then. I've got to put that black spinel away now, don't I? Because it's not coming up just yet. That is gorgeous. That is just lush, isn't it? That gave Alison a little shiver. She kind of went like this, she went. She gave a northeastern shiver like that. We're used to the shivers.
Yeah.
We haven't seen any sunshine yet, man, Alison.
No, sunny today apparently.
Oh, brilliant. That's really good for them. While we're down here. No, we're in Birmingham and the sun comes out. Maybe that's what happens. Maybe when we leave,
Yeah,
the sunshine
the sun
comes.
shines. It goes, yeah, they've gone. Yay, I'll come out.
Oh, honestly. Do I consider Birmingham south? Well, it's
Yeah.
the south. No, I wouldn't classify it as the south. I've just been asked the question, do I consider Birmingham as the south? No, this is Midlands.
It's the middle.
This is the middle. Yeah.
Do you not know you're in the middle?
We're up north. Yeah, I was going to say, do you need me to tell you where you are? Do you need me to give you some kind of direction? Diana says, oh, she says that she's originally from London and she says everything north of that is just the north.
Yeah, but it's the best.
Yeah, what part of the north? That's it. Just everything. You just think everything's north. That's it. We're all just together, just huddled together with our thermals. That's it. All Birmingham, Newcastle, we're all Norfolk even. We're all just there with our thermals because obviously only the south gets the sunshine. We're all out. Let us down. Let us come into the south. Please, sir, can I come to the south? Is that what you think, Diana? Is that what you think? She says not quite what I was getting at, Vic, but if you want to. Right, okay, we've got another 2012 game special coming your way very, very shortly. But before that, brand new offer. These are stunning. Oh, these are gorgeous. Oh my goodness. I would like to say Diana was not actually saying that. Right, I would like to say, for anybody who's now got upset that Diana actually thinks that everything north of us is actually not, that's not the case. I just love this strand. This is absolutely incredible. The awesome qualities of colour that you're getting here. The simple facts are, to see strands of this distinction, of colours, of saturation, of freshness, such a star of quality to each strand. That in reality, we could just take one away and say, there's your offer, there's your opportunity. But when we pile on the quality, we're gonna give you something that really gives you jewellery making that kick of excitement. Now, let me show you the rounds first. So here's your plain rounds. These are 10mm. You've got those oceanic greens mixing alongside those deep purples and hot pinks. This is a strand that if I hold out like so, just check out those colours. Look at the range. Freshness of greens, hot pinks, lavenders, lilacs, deep purple. I mean, look at that purple against there, the freshness of green. See what I mean? A full range of qualities. So that's strand just number one. That's just strand one. Now I'm going to introduce the second strand of the same gemstone because this is a real, I don't think I've ever done this gemstone in this shape. Check us out, Alison. I don't know whether you'll have seen this before. Heart-shaped fluorite.
No.
Puffy hearts. Puffy hearts. Absolutely stunning look. I love these in the hearts. Adding another twist is something special, isn't it? It's giving that twist of difference. And again, you know what, we've talked about it already today. If you want your jewellery to stand out, if you want to be different, make it yourself. Create your own style. Create what's right for you, for your jewellery making. One of the nicest things about giving a strand like this is already going to give you something different. It's already going to lend itself to giving you that new, unique vibe. And then you can just build upon that. You can just make it even more of a sensation. I honestly don't think that I've ever done the heart shape in the fluorite before, and if I have, then it must have been a very long time ago, because I really am fascinated by, because standardly you get the rounds with the fluorite and they lend themselves so beautifully to that look, but the hearts are just so stunning, aren't they? You've got your greens, your lavenders, you've got your deep purples, you've got your spearmint tones, all together exquisite. Then we could stop, but we don't. Then we add on, and look at what we add on. Oh yeah, green aventurine. Another offer that I have to say, I cannot remember the last time I've seen aventurine like this. I cannot remember the last time I brought you aventurine. Well, of course, aventurine was aventurescence with that amazing shimmering, sparkling, almost a moonlight quality to it. Literally the freshness of tone and a real, if I just put that together, and if you wanted to make some stretchy bracelets and you were going, you know, maybe your holidays, or you wanted to have a bit of a fresh look for some of the nice sunny days that you might be having in the south. I mean, no, I'm only joking. We have seen the sunshine a little bit. And I mean a little bit, not a huge amount, but when I say you want, you know, these are the types of fun bracelets that will make such an impact to your very simple summer wear, your vest tops, your little, you know, maybe your maxi dresses, your floaty linens. You know, these are the types of bracelets or neckline pieces that will have such an impact to give you that lift, that freshness to your look. And these are fresh. That's the best way to. Now I have already got people trying to buy these. I've already got people on the phone lines trying to buy them. Our call centres just rang up and said, come on, people want them, so can we give them the chance to buy them? Yes, okay, we'll get on to it now. Let's bring in the graphics. You are getting here a 3-strand pack, including your aventurine. The size of that aventurine is what makes this a focal point. The size of that aventurine just really makes it a focal point. This is your 10 mil, working alongside the 10 mil of the rounds, and then with your 8 mil of the hearts. All of this, how dare I say this, each strand comes in at less than £5. Each strand coming in less than £5. $14.95 is all you pay for this offer. The size of the aventurine, the size of the I mean, these command so much more. I cannot believe that you would be able to get this strand combination for this price point any other time than in this type of bundle. Flying out the door. I had people trying to buy before we'd even introduced the graphics. So because of that, we really are going to say, sorry, call centre. We had the call centre ringing up and saying, you got to give the price. We've got people just wanting to buy it. 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. You can join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. There's no dilly-dallying with us today. I did say when you first at the very beginning of the show, I said I would give you an offer after offer after offer. I would say this 4 hours, that's all I want of your time. 4 hours full of jewellery making potential, and that's exactly what you're seeing here. I mean, exciting to work them together, but just as exciting to work them as individual features to your jewellery collection. I can't even remember the last time I saw a aventurine. Certainly not this colour of green aventurine.
I saw a stunning ring made out of one of those, very similar to that yesterday. It just looked amazing from about 10 feet away.
See, that's it. You just need one of this size, of this quality of gemstone to be like your solitaire focal point to a ring, don't you? You know, and that's the thing. Against, you know, against a very simple open neckline, look at the impact that you could create. And that is a lovely, fresh look, isn't it? That's such. And if you did want to add a little bit of detail, if you did want to add a little bit of colour, I mean, the nice thing about it, you can do that with the fluorite. So complementary. See what I mean? It just adds another dynamism, it just adds another dynamic. That fluorite with the deep, almost amethyst purples, and then sticking with those aventurine greens as well. Those obviously all clear stones in the fluorite against the backdrop of the opaque quality of the aventurine. All of that look, plus of course the hearts. Don't forget about the hearts, that little bonus. And we were talking earlier on about perhaps using, when you did the extender chains, using one gemstone just at the tip to add a little. That would just be a fantastic addition, you know, and you just need something like that that just changes your jewellery from being one level of desirability to actually rising and going so much more just by sales.
And if you take one strand of wire, a small piece of wire, and thread it up through a shepherd hook, back down, put it through there, crimp it off, and then just leave them dangling or coiled, they'd look so cute on those, just with a couple of little strands of wire hanging down too for a pair of.
And that's it, just two of those, and then you've got the rest of the strand. And you know, if you are thinking about selling your jewellery on, genuine gemstones, working with, you know, your simple findings, your solid sterling silver finds, or your silver plated, doesn't matter. Simple facts are is that because you work with genuine gemstones, a pair of earrings, well, you'd be wrong to charge anything less than, in my mind, you know, at least $5. And that's just me thinking, because I went to a costume jewellery shop the other day, right, to get my mum some headbands, and I was looking at literal costume jewellery earrings coming in at £3 or £4. So it would feel almost wrong if you were charging anything less than that price point.
Absolutely.
Because you're using genuine gemstones, you might be using solid sterling silver. I mean, I'm not dictated, I'm not saying, it's just with my thinking and my thought process of that pricing of what's going on in jewelry, costume jewellery. When you're making genuine gemstone jewellery, you have to make sure that you're pricing so people know that they're getting the real deal. I think you price too less and people won't believe that they're genuine gemstones. You know, there's that differential, isn't there? Yeah,
people have got to see it, and they've got to feel them as well to feel that the gemstones, I think.
I think so, because I think that again, tactility, as we now know is a word, the tactility of genuine gemstones, there is absolute, wow! Thanks, Jack. Wow, Jack's just brought something to me. Are we doing this now? Wow. God, blimey. That is amazing. I'm going to go straight down to this. Okay, so there's your offer, less than $5 for your aventurine and your fluorite per strand. That's your offer. Congratulations. I have to just highlight the fact that if you are going to get the apatite, it'll go very, very nicely. If you are going to get the apatite, get that strand offer. That was £14.95 for that one. And I've got the apatite coming up, let's say an hour and 10 minutes. Around about an hour and 10 minutes time. Jack, I'll hand them to you, matey. And look at this. I mean, this literally just stopped me in my tracks. Take a look at this. Oh my goodness me. Now, named after the William Blake poem, Tiger, Tiger, Burning Bright. I think it goes something like, isn't it something like, Tiger, Tiger, burning bright, in the forest, in the night, something like that. You might remember, you might know the poem. Sorry if I've got that wrong, but it's something like that, isn't it, with William Blake? This absolutely inspires the warmth that you would expect from this incredible combination of strands. the qualities of this are exceptional. This just stopped me in my tracks because really there is so much indulgence in this. I already talked about the double drilled and work with double drilled with Alison, because like the first kit came with double drilled, and you said that actually you don't expect to, you normally like a single strand of double drilled is exciting, but then when you get 2 lots of double drills it almost extends the potential. Lots of double drilled in this one, 2 lots, and this time check it out. 1, 2. So you have here your Redigate frosted faceted squares. They are 10 millimetre, I beg your pardon, 10 mil in the double drilled. Nearly 200 carats sitting in that strand. And to match alongside, look at that black onyx, 120 carats of your frosted faceted squares. These are the 8 millimetre in the double drilled, and a complement of tone. I love that you're getting both of them in the matte finish, in that frosted finish. There's a little bit more of an intensity to the gemstone. I think anything that's frosted is a little bit more dramatic, really dramatic. Now, when we then introduce even more dynamic, I think this kit gets really exciting. Pardon me, this bundle, it gets really exciting. You're getting here your Tiger Ebony Wood flat 5-petal flower shaped beads. These are 20 by 5 millimetre. And if I just take these away and I just introduce these as a nice simple bracelet.
Yeah, I've had something very similar to that before.
Have you?
And I think I used the fluorite
in between
right
against it. Oh, you know what would look nice? That brown against the apatite. Oh, that would be lovely, wouldn't it? Oh, see, the thing is that apatite kind of goes with everything, though, doesn't it? Because of the quality kind of. Oh, wouldn't it look nice with that? Wouldn't it look nice with that? I'll have it with that. The apatite. I know the appetite's not coming up just yet, but if you want to get the flowers, these flowers have got that chance to be really workable, actually. Really, really workable into a variety of different looks. That's quite cute, isn't it? Really light as well. A really easy wear piece of jewellery, if you know, especially if you're going somewhere warm, you know, if hopefully the weather does pick up a bit, you know, these would be really easy wear because they're not too heavy. They're not going to be anything other than a very easy wear look. That's nice, actually. I like that. There's the Tiger Ebony Wood. Then you've got your double drilled of your Redigate and your black onyx, both frosted. Then we add in luster, and a bit more luster. Yes, these are your Redigate faceted puffy coins. Would go very nicely with your challenge today, this combination, wouldn't it? Because we've had the Redigate, would go very nicely with the carnelian and the connectors, and it would go very nicely, you know, some of the, you know, the blacks would go nicely with the whites. So this would be a great double collection.
8 strands that all work really well together. So loads of mileage out of that in terms of what you're gonna make. You're probably looking at 16 minimum pieces of jewellery if you put the 2 together, but 4 strands, obviously you get more, do it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest things I think is that one of the nice things about the Redigate at the moment is where I can see it working for summertime, but then I can see it instantly transforming into autumn. A wearable autumn winter look as well. You know, there's that almost, it has that trans-seasonal quality. Trans-seasonal. We like that. Trans-seasonal quality. We got that one? Trans-seasonal. Yeah, we're writing it down in the dictionary. Lovely jewellery. Trans-seasonal. It has a hyphen between the trans and the seasonal. Yeah, that's how we spell it. Just checking that we know how we spell it. Wouldn't want to get it mixed up. Take a look. Take a look. What do you mean I say it like it's fact? Like it's not a fact that that's how you spell trans-seasonal? Come on, guys. You have here a combination of fantastic strands. You're double drilled of your Redigate and your black onyx. You've got these fantastic 5-petal flowers in the tiger ebony wood, and then you've also got the distinction of some of the most breathtaking faceted puffy coins of that Redigate. And the Redigate seems to be getting even redder and deeper orange. Now, just as a little bonus, you're also going to get, and I think actually this might be the first time I've done the black version of Druzy. I hope it's not the last time. Look at that. That is just so fascinating. That's gorgeous. If I profile it, then you'll see. For those of you who don't know what Druzy is, it's a base of a gate within the formation of quartz to the top. So often is the case, Mother Nature creates gemstones in the same locations. And for Druzy, the two locations of them blended together, two gemstones come together, so that you get the agate to the foundations, and then you get that lovely natural organic formation of the quartz to create this glorious landscape, shimmering quality. And I mean, it literally has almost an ethereal fairy dust feel about it as the light glistens and shimmers off it, doesn't it? And for me, I mean, I would just put that as a centerpiece to a ring, because for me, that is just, hang on, hold it there. No, you stay there. You could imagine that as a real beautiful centerpiece. And we're going to do some gold wire shortly, and I'm just thinking the gold against the black would look spectacular. Or perhaps you were thinking of sizable enough for it to be a nice focal point for the neckline as well, actually. It's a 14mm, so oh, that would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Ooh.
That in the middle of that gold disc from earlier.
Oh, middle of the gold disc. Oh yes, you know the gold discs that we did, going for gold. Oh, bang on. With some wire wrapping. That fits fantastic, actually. That fits perfectly. Bit of wire detail. Spectacular. What a great idea. Like you're thinking. Now I can't get it out. Like you're thinking, can't do the practical. Yes, I can. Hurrah. So, in total, in this Tiger Tyner Burning Bright kit, or bundle as I perhaps should call it, you are getting a feature of Druzy, black Druzy, one of the first times I presented Druzy to you in that colouring. You've then got a combination of your faceted coins, of your Redigate. You've got your double drilled squares of your Redigate, matching alongside that your double drilled black onyx in the frosted finish. And on top of that, you've got your Tiger Ebony Wood 5-petal flower shaped beads. All of this Tiger Burning Bright bundle comes in, you should be, well, I was about to say you should be paying closer to £40, and yet you're not even paying 30 on this one. You're talking about, what, nearly 25% discount on the price you should be paying. An amazing offer. And the simple facts are, is if you were going to try and make this bundle by yourself and buy the individual pieces, you would be paying closer to £40. You're actually paying $29.95 on this. It's a fantastic add it to your order. If you did get the catwalk collection that we gave to Alison earlier on as part of her challenge, this would be a fantastic addition to that. You'd get a lot, as Alison said, a lot of mileage from that combination of strands. $29.95. That transition seasonal look as well. You know, that trans-seasonal feature of colour that you've got there, the warmth of the oranges. I like trans-seasonal. I feel like that really should be a word. I really feel like that should be a word. Even more than perhaps bouquet should be a word. Trans-seasonal, you know. And that's saying something. Bouquet, well, it did it. We didn't realise, but actually it was a spelling mistake. It was meant to say nuggets, right? But on our graphics, it was spelled with a B, B-U-G-G-E-T. So I was thinking, right, bouquet was French. So I'm going, this lovely bouquet shape. And then in the end, somebody went, Vix, I've just realised that the N is next to the B on the keypad. I think it's just a spelling mistake, and it's actually nuggets. So we decided that actually bouquet is what we should stick with. We should stick with the shape of a bouquet. We'd sold it as a bouquet, and therefore we decided, and actually we realised that bouquet was the shape of a shopping trolley. So if you think of the shape of a shopping trolley, that's now not called a shopping trolley, it's called a bouquet. So when you go shopping today or in the next few days, if you walk with somebody, go, nice bouquet. Husband dear, get a bouquet, will you? No, don't you talk to me, love. I'm not getting you a bouquet. What you said about me bouquet? Does my bouquet look big in this? You got here $29.95. So for all of it, seriously, I really genuinely want you to go to the shops and remember that your shopping trolley is no longer a shopping trolley, it is a bouquet. It is a bouquet. We have all risen to the styling of a bouquet. $29.95 is all you pay, less than 35 for your Tiger Burning Bright bundle. Glorious look. That druzy is just a real bonus to this offer as well. Absolutely exceptional quality. If you haven't already picked up the phone, now is the time to do so. 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. Join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. And there really is that sense of this is going to work for many, many seasons to come. And isn't that what jewellery's about? You're not just going to be wearing your jewellery for a couple of weeks. In potential, the quality that we're offering you with our gemstones, this is the lifetime for your jewellery. This is the potential for you to wear it in months, years, decades time. And because of that, you want to know that your jewellery has that flexibility of style. And so to know that it's going to go great for your summertime look is one thing, but to know that then it's got that real versatility and flexibility to go for shades, well, that just makes it even more exciting. This is yours for $29.95. Now, the black spinel, against the druzy and the black spinel. Oh, I've got the nod of approval. Oh yes, I've got the nod of approval. That would look fantastic, wouldn't it? Because the druzy has the same type of glistening luster as the black spinel. Okay, the black spinel, can I do the black spinel soon? Okay, we're going to do it. What? Give us another 5 or 10 minutes and then we'll try and bring you the spinel, okay? And I'm looking at the time and you've got an hour towards before we bring you the actual appetite. So an hour to the appetite. We'll try and bring you the black spinel shortly. I'll do my very best to do that. But before that, we're going to go for gold again. Going for gold. Yes, these are the 2012 game specials. So in honor of what's happening at the moment, and there's no doubt about it, you know, you go through any paper and you go on any radio station, you go on any television channel, and you know what's happening. And you know that quite simply, the moment that something so tremendous, something historical like the 2012 games happens, well, we want to celebrate in style, and we do that. And we're going for gold. Now, I don't mind admitting this was my idea. Right? I was on a roll about a week ago when we were sitting, myself and Deanna were sitting together, sorting a few things out because we've got the retro show coming on Thursday. And the retro show, we're having a massive, brand new pearl bundles coming your way. Never seen before offers, pearls coming galore. So we're going to celebrate the 1920s. Guys, I've got the costume sorted. I've got the costume sorted. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh yes, it's going to be really cool. So the 1920s are coming your way on Thursday, but we're going to do some big offers on pearls. Brand new, never been seen before offers, brand new strands that you won't have seen because quite simply they are being checked into the building right today. So we've had our boss Paula who have spoken to the calls to our vault guys and have said, got to have these organised by Thursday, so we have got something special. Very, very special. I can tell you now, we have got genuine white button pearls coming your way. I mean, the real deal, and they are absolutely gorgeous. 1920s is where we celebrate, and that's on our retro show on Thursday. Keep an eye out because we have done a really, really cool little like kind of promotional thing. Keep watching because we did it the other day. Yeah, wait for it. It's coming, it's going to be, hopefully by tomorrow we'll have that day and we will promote the 1920s as only we know how. Okay, I'm not saying any more. It's just when you see it, you'll understand. Right, in the meantime, we are going for gold as only we know how. And as you may or may not know, tonight is where we watch the 100-meter sprint. 100-meter sprint. So we're inspired by bringing you 100 meters of wire. Ah! Absolutely amazing opportunity. 100 meters of wire. Now this is going to be one of the biggest offers of the week, of the month, of the year. Because when we celebrate the 100-meter sprint, we've got to do something extra special. 100 meters. Now this is your 1 mil gauge. This is your 1 mil gauge that you've got here, and 100 meters. Now, as I say, we're going for gold, as only we know how, and we are going to celebrate by doing one amazing special offer. I have had text after text, email after email of people saying, bring us something with the wire. Do the gold, do the silver. Do the gold, do the silver. Okay, I'm doing my best to listen to your texts and your requests and answering them, and we're going to do something right now that you won't afford. Anybody who's into their wire work, anybody who's thinking about exploring wire work, anybody who's perhaps thinking about buying a DVD today and getting involved into wire work. I mean, there is the Gizmo DVD, which I know a lot of our jewellery makers adore. If you want to get involved into wire work, or you're already there, this is a must-have to your jewellery making. 100 meters within this coil, and you will get it all for one price tag. A 24-hour offer. Nowhere else, not another time that I will be able to honor this price tag. Please let me reiterate, we don't need to take any money off this. In reality, this is one of our always going to be sold, always going to be bought, because everybody loves this. Everybody loves the 100 meters, everybody loves the gold, everybody wants it. So we don't need to mess around the price. In principle, we don't need to take a penny off the price, because we know it's always going to be sold, and we know it's always going to be a popular offer. But we do it for 24 hours. In fact, not even 24 hours. 9 o'clock on Monday morning, this price tag will go back to £24.95. If you buy at 9 o'clock on Monday morning this 100 meters of 1 mil gauge, you will be paying £24.95. You buy now and you will get it for your 2012 game special at less than £20. I thought we were going to take £1 off. I thought we were going to take £2 off. We haven't. We've taken a £5 and put it back into your pocket. That is an amazing opportunity. £19.95. Going for gold. Yes, do you get it? 100 meters, and it's the 100-meter sprint tonight. Oh yes, upstairs for thinking, downstairs for dancing. You've got there 100 meters of gold, coloured copper wire, 1 mil gauge. Extraordinary. And the 1 mil gauge is so workable, isn't it? It is such a must-have to jewellery makers.
1 mil definitely gives you real structure. That's the thing. If you know, 0.8 and 1 mil are the ones that I would definitely have.
And that's the thing, you know, even if you've got something like the druzy, if you got that druzy and you wanted to just make it into a feature, maybe like a nested ring, I mean, that was spectacular against the gold wire, wouldn't it? Absolutely fine. Okay, I've got queues on the phone lines for this wire offer, as I've got to repeat, the honouring of this price tag of less than £20 is only until 9 o'clock Monday morning. From 9 o'clock Monday morning, there will not be anything other than the price tag of £24.95 to pay. We won't be able to, even if you ring out 1 minute past 9, tough luck. I'm really sorry to be that blunt, but tough luck, you'll be paying £24.95. Buy it now, you get it at £19.95. That's how we honour it. That's how we bring it to you. Congratulations. 100 metres of gold coloured copper wire, 1 mil gauge, so a real must-have for many of our jewellery makers. And if you haven't got involved in wire work and you would like to, the DVDs are available on the website. We've got lots of different varieties and different editions of the DVDs, from your basic wire work to your gizmo wire work, work to your more complex designs, and whichever way you want to get involved in wire work, we are supporting you with our DVDs. The DVDs coming in at less than £5. In fact, look at that. The money that you're saving on this offer is the money you can spend on a DVD. I mean, that's almost like one of those where you go, oh, actually, that's perfect. I'll get the wire, I'll get the DVD, and I've spent exactly the amount of money I should be spending anyway. £24.95. It's like almost we're giving you the DVD for free, aren't we, if you do it that way? Almost. £19.95. Hold the lines to confirm. 0800 644 655, or join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com, whichever way you do it. A celebration honoured until 9 o'clock Monday morning. Outside of that time, sorry, you're paying £24.95 again. That could be a really good wait. Could do some exercises like that. Oh yes. Right, I've got more of those 2000 Games specials coming your way, but before that, it's a new in offer. Just look at this. And let's just remember what Rosanna said. Let's just remember, Rosanna texted in from Lancashire, and she said, hi there, just wanted to let you know, just wanted to let people who are watching know, your black spinel are amazing, in block capitals. I have had some before, and they are just stunning. Well, you know what, Roseanne, I really, really do appreciate that, because I think sometimes if you watch me for the first time, you might be going, oh, well, she would say that's amazing. She would say that because she's been paid to do that. You know, the simple facts are is that I look at this and I have to remember the fact that you have a 30-day money-back guarantee. And in my mind, when I say that this is quality, then I am setting it up that if it isn't as good as I say it is, you've got the chance to send it back and we'll be out of business. I mean, if we weren't giving you quality, right, you could send back everything you buy from us and we would genuinely be out of business. Now, you've got to remember that we're growing as a company. We're not shivering up, we're shivering up. Shriveling up, shivering, say I'm back in the northeast again. We're not shriveling up, we are actually growing as a company, and that means we're getting something right, and the right is that we're bringing you the quality. We're giving you the freedom of choice with that 30-day money-back guarantee, but we're so confident with the quality that we're saying, if it isn't right, send it back. Money back into your account. No questions asked, no quibble, money back guarantee. And we're definitely not going out of business. We're growing as a company, so we've got to be doing something right. So when I sit here and I say quality, and when Rosanna texts in and she says, look, the quality is great of this spinel, this is the time to buy. This is the opportunity to get your quality, your finishing touches to your jewellery making, and your gem collection. You know, we mustn't underestimate this. Here, although we are a Jewellery Maker channel, we're also a gemstone channel. You're part of the genuine gemstone team here. We are a company that sits alongside Gems TV and Gems TV Extra, which offers you genuine gemstones, as does Jewellery Maker. So you're adding not just potential good-looking jewellery, but actually you're adding highly sought-after, collectible and desired genuine gemstones to your collection. And this absolutely sits alongside the best. You know, the simple facts are is if you want to talk about spinel, then you want to be talking about the crown jewels, because spinel sits as one of the biggest features to the crown jewels. They first thought that the spinel that they sat in the crown jewels was ruby, and they were wrong. It was actually breathtaking red spinel, and spinel therefore has now got that sense of regality about it. It has that sense of appeal. You know, it is known as the master of disguise because it has this ability to almost look like some of the ultimate, highly sought after and probably most expensive gemstones on the planet, hence why it was sat into the crown jewels. But I mean, if we want to talk about black diamonds, I mean, really, the potential here is that that's the type of quality that you've got from this spinel. You've got that black diamond quality. In fact, I'd say for some of these, they're outstripping the black diamond because of the luster. Black diamond has the reputation to be the ultimate example of lustrous quality gemstone, but I have to say to you, the spinel sits just alongside that as well. The spinel has that quality of intense light play off the surface of the stones, and as you can see here, these are all faceted. The quality of the faceting, really beautiful to draw out individuality from the stone. So they're not all the same shape, they're going to have that individual formation to them, which I just think adds detail, it adds that quality. So if you want to own a gemstone that has the prestige of real royal esteem, if you want to own a gemstone that has the characteristics and the beauty of a black diamond, if you want to own something that can create something of a real boutique appeal to your jewellery, then this is the strand for you. Now I think the moment I say the words boutique, a lot of people will go, she said boutique, okay, that means it's going to be of a certain price point and that's not going to be in my budget. Think again. Because if you're thinking a strand of distinction is going to come in at £30, you'd probably be right. You would probably be right. If I said to you a strand of distinction, £25, again, you'd probably be right. If I said this strand of distinction, £20, you'd start to think that I was making a mistake. So if I said to you, this strand less than £15, if I said to you, less than £15, and I'm not joking here, this is why it's going to be a sellout. This is why if you want this, you pick up the phone right now. We're offering you a strand of distinction, not £30, not 25, not 20, not £15. You're not even paying £15 on this one. First come, first served. You're getting your black spinel, top grade quality, beautiful faceted rondelles. £12.95 is all you pay on that one. A spectacular opportunity. There's no hesitating on this one. This is your strand of distinction that it could coming in at double that price tag and you'd still be getting yourself a deal. But we're offering it now for less than £13. The phone lines are literally lighting up right now. You got to know, if you don't pick up the phone in the next 10 seconds, you're going to hit a queue of around about a minute to a minute and a half instantly. Numbers there, get dialing. 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. Join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. Congratulations, what an offer. We have just absolutely, I think there was about a 5-second delay on those phone lines where I think everybody just sat there going, what? I mean, literally the crew have gone silent in my ear. I've got nobody speaking because they've just gone, is that a mistake? No mistake to be had here on Jewellery Maker. Again, please remember who we are as a company. Remember what I said to you about our focus. I mean, the simple facts is that we could have commanded this price point of double that. We could have asked you to pay closer to 20 to £30 on this strand. We could have. Perhaps we should have. Perhaps that's what other businesses would do. But our honesty and our integrity here at Jewellery Maker is this. We get a good deal, you'll get the good deal. And that's why you tune in. That's why you trust us. That's why you buy now this amazing offer. $12.95. I've got queues of at least a minute to a minute and a half on those lines. Thanks for your patience. We do appreciate it. And everybody's call will be answered in strict rotation. It is a free phone number that you're dialing. And alternatively, you do have the web to buy from us at www.jewellerymaker.com. And I've got to remind you, if you put your strand of this into the basket and you don't check out, you could lose out on this one. I mean, straight down the line with you, the people who I've got on the lines, if you don't check out straight away, you could be losing out. And I don't want that to happen. Hold the lines to confirm for me. £12.95 is all you pay. You've got your black spinel, faceted rondelles. You got 3x2. I mean, black diamond quality. I'm now into double figures in quantity. Now, I started with a serious amount because we wanted to make sure that if we were going to do this offer, we were going to do it properly. I'm now into double figures. Please understand that this is not going to be around for long. We're not going to be able to keep on offering this. I mean, the simple facts are is that you restrand, you add a chain, and you add a little bit of more detail perhaps to a clasp. And look at what was the most beautifully wearable look. I mean, that is such an easy wear look, isn't it?
It doesn't need anything other than itself, does it? You just need a lovely sort of toggle clasp or something like that at the back. Stunning.
Job's done.
Yeah.
absolutely job's done. And I mean, the thing is, in some ways, this is something that you don't want to do too much, because you don't want to ruin the perfection of what is a stunningly good looking piece of jewellery naturally, isn't it?
I wouldn't do anything to that other than just restrand it. It's beautiful.
And out of interest, I know you do sell your jewellery. I mean, this is the type of strand that, I mean, in my mind, you have to be really, really concentrated on how much you would charge for something like this. Because once more, like we did with the peridot, if you just went onto a search and then typed in black spinel silver necklace, what would you get? What price point would you get? I tell you, you won't get many jeweller's shops that do black spinel. And you've got to make sure that you charge the right amount. And even if you're not selling and you just keep it for yourself, you want to know what kind of price point would be elsewhere, wouldn't you? Just have a bit of pride in what you've got. I mean, that is some serious. The first price point, the first price that Deanna has come up with, and she's just done her search, it's exactly that, black spinel silver necklace, the first price that's come up is £155 is the first price that Deanna's got on her screen. Or you can, again, put it in perspective, £12.95 or 150 quid.
I wouldn't be able to sell that. I would have to keep it.
You wouldn't sell it, exactly. That means you have to buy one for yourself and then one. And the thing is, and for a lot of people, they make their jewellery to wear, and then people ask them to make the jewellery onwards, you know, so almost you want to be prepared for that, certainly with this type of gemstone, because we don't get it in stock very often. Buy it in 2s and 3s now, so that you've got the stock. So when somebody says, oh, could you make me one? You've actually got it ready to go, and therefore you're not going to be able to disappoint people, because I think this is the type of strand that people would fall in love with and want to commission you a piece of jewellery. I was just looking at that, and I just wrapped it around, and I was just thinking, with a bit of memory wire, wouldn't that just look really beautiful, like a wrap of black spinel around the wrist for an evening out? Isn't that gorgeous? And maybe even if you just took a couple off the end and just made a little couple of drop earrings to match.
And that druzy would just look up, it would look stunning on a bracelet with that.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's beautiful actually when you do it like that, isn't it? So the druzy came with the Tiger Burning Bright bundle. And as you can see, against the black spinel backdrop, wouldn't that be a beautiful colour combination? And that is absolutely exquisite. That is an offer that has been very well received. That black spinel has been very well received. £12.9. Hang on, hang on. Oh. Oh! Look at that for a combination. That just gave me that little ooh. That gave us a proper, oh man alive. That's beautiful. Oh, I kind of feel like I'm wearing the right dress, that almost I need these, don't I?
They are perfect.
You know, I need them. Oh man, that is good. That is so good. Okay, so I've brought you the black spinel. If you haven't already bought the black spinel, then you need to be getting on those lines now, because I don't know how many I've got left in stock, but probably not enough. £12.95 for the black spinel. The appetite is coming up in about 30 minutes time, so not long to wait for the appetite. Check it out as a close-up. That's coming your way in about 30 minutes time. If you want the black spinel, you need to buy it now to then match it alongside the appetite that's coming up in half an hour. All I'll say is if you try and buy the spinel outside of literally probably the next 10 or 20 minutes, there's every chance that you won't be able to buy it at all. It could be a sellout. £12.95 for that one. Congratulations to you. The appetite's coming your way in, as I say, about 30 minutes time. Also look forward to straight after this break.
There are 2 easy ways to purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or FreeSat, and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click the sign up button. Once you have filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the On Air Now button on the homepage, where you'll be able to see all the products that have been in today's show. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget that you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
New to wirework? Why not come and join us in our Wirework for Beginners course? Join guest designer Louise Jacobson as she takes you through all the basic techniques of using wire.
People would benefit from coming on the wirework course because it's an ideal opportunity to actually experiment without feeling the pressure of actually buying things and then not knowing how to use them straight away.
You will learn a variety of skills, all of which will help you become more confident when using wire in your jewellery. During the course of the day, you'll get to have a backstage tour of the studio, meet the presenters and have a trip to our jewellery shop. The full course includes a selection of colours and different gauges of wire, a generous scoop of mixed gemstones, use of all relevant tools, lunch and refreshments, all for just $69.95. For details on course dates and availability, phone our call centre now on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
Add to your collection with our Sculpey Clay Basics DVD, full of handy tips and hints for all levels. Join guest designer Debbie Bulford as she teaches us how to create basic canes, kaleidoscope canes, bead shapes and much more. To get your hands on a copy, phone our call centre now on 0800 644 655.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Half an hour to go. Time is ticking. If you know somebody isn't watching today, because there's lots going on, we know that, there's lots going on today, there's lots of things that are happening, but please just spread the word. Half an hour's time, we have got the biggest offer we have ever had for this gemstone. Now, if you've watched us before, you know quantity will make a difference to our pricing because it means that we'll have had a better deal ourselves and our good deals go to you. This is one of the biggest offers I have ever presented to you. Not just based on the strand, but based on the quantity. The quality that we have got within this offer is massive. Such an exciting opportunity. I repeat, half an hour to go. You need to make sure, please, if you know somebody who isn't going to be watching, who perhaps has gone off, or somebody else who's, can you send them a text? Can you give them a buzz and just say, okay, you need to be watching Jewellery Maker in half an hour's time. You need to make sure that people are watching. Based on the price, based on the offer, we'll only give you this chance to get it in this occasion, in this event. It is going as low as I would ever anticipate us going on a strand of this. I mean, this is Paris tourmaline-esque quality in terms of its visuals. This is the intensity of perhaps the tranquility of aquamarine mixed with the intensity and vivaciousness of Paris tourmaline. Put those together and you have got absolute must-have gemstone quality, and it's coming in half an hour's time. On the strike of midday for those of you watching in the live show, on repeat in half an hour's time you could be watching. I can't guarantee if it's in repeat that it's available. Truthfully, I wouldn't expect it, because even with a huge quantity as we have, I'm expecting the response to be massive, and I really am being absolutely straight with you. It's going to be one of the best price points you will ever expect from us in the whole time that we've been on air. 2 and a bit years now, are we? This is going to be one of the best offers. Really, really, really serious. Please be watching half an hour's time. in that half an hour, just have a butcher's of this. War, and thrice war. I mean, honestly, what are we doing at the moment? You have here a phenomenal offer. A phenomenal offer. Now, in total, God, this has been so well thought out. So well thought out. The colours and the excitement that you're going to get from this bundle, it's just endless. It is absolutely endless. Right, let's tell you what. Let's introduce the strands first. As you know, that's my way. I like kind of standardly go with the gemstones first. Well, where do you begin? Something totally different for your jewellery making here. Something really unique about this combination. You've got your mustard tones of your yellow jasper, and it's the rectangles that sit 25 to 18 millimeters. So we're not talking itsy bitsy teeny weeny ones here, you know, probably the size of a really good size pendant, you know, so they really have got that chance to be focal points in individual, or if you wanted to work them in a big bold look for your jewellery. Alternatively, I think you team this, maybe just one or two of them, and you could make some absolutely phenomenal jewellery with this combination. You're getting, between these two, you're getting your multicolour cracked agate plain rounds in the 8mm, and you're also getting the multicolour jasper in the plain rounds in the 8mm. Put those together and it's like you've got all of the different types of apple that you can get in one barrel. You've got your Golden Delicious, you've got your Granny Smiths, you've got your Coxes, you've got them all together.
As many as I know.
That's as many as you know, your Granny Smith and your,
Yeah.
Golden Delicious, Granny Smith, Coxes.
And red ones.
What? Bramley. Nice it. Ghana? Gala. Pink Lady. That is a good apple. That's a good apple. If you're going to get a good apple, it's going to be a Pink Lady now, isn't it? I got dressed as a Pink Lady the other night. I was dressed as Sandra Dee. I've got a photograph. I'll try and show you later on. Take a look. Take a look at this. It is literally a barrel of apples. And this kit is called Pretty Meadows, and I get that because you really get that spring and summertime green, don't you? You get that real play of, and it feels like you're getting a full range of palettes of colour. You know, if you were an artist with a palette of paint in front of you and you were mixing different shades of colour together to create the greens of the grass and the greens of the trees, and you were going to create that real like kind of light and shade of tones, these are the kinds of colours that would be mixed together. These are literally on an artist's palette of greens, this would be a perfect mix to really capture the sense of a spring or summer day in a meadow. Absolutely beautiful, and perhaps just to add in a little bit more tonal shade, add in those mustards, bronzes and browns from your yellow jasper. A gorgeous medley. Something really different about this kit, and I like different because it means that you're going to create something unique. You're going to create something that you've never thought of creating before. This is a really interesting combination of gemstones that is then made even more interesting by the other additional assets. Now, on top of the 3 strands, you're also going to get this lovely disc. Now, it's silver plated, copper e-coated round disc that size is coming in at 38 by 8mm with a hole of 10mm. So really, this for me is a feature pendant. I kind of look at this and just go, really nice, workable pendant. And if I show you the size of it, and I hate to do this because I know this sits in a kit. I know. Okay, I know the appetite's not coming up yet. I've just got to show you how nice that would look together though. That's really complimentary, isn't it? That is such, that's the kind of jewellery I'd just be like that, I'm wearing that every week. It's lush. Okay, so you get the pendant and the appetite's coming up very shortly, very, very shortly. Time is ticking towards it. Less than half an hour to go before we bring you that fantastic appetite, but you will get the pendant with this kit. So if you want to get that look that I've just shown you, you need to get both the Pretty Meadows jewellery kit and that amazing appetite. So that's your pendant. Put it together. That's those strands and the pendant working together. If we stop there, I think you'd get some really interesting jewellery. But actually, we don't stop there, and you're going to get really, really interesting jewellery because of the other additions that we can offer you. The other additions include cord and waxed beading thread, and I think add another dimension of colour. So you've got here this lovely yellow 2 meters of cord in the 0.6, and you're also getting the 2 meters of the orange wax beading thread as well, that wax cord. Okay. Now I'm looking at this and I'm just thinking, actually, I don't think that, well, it says 0.6, and I'm thinking that's actually probably a little bit thicker than that. So actually, I think variant sizes, I will just rectify that, and I will just try and get a little bit of information on that. So you've got your yellow and you've got your orange wax cord. Now, on top of the colours that you've already get, just look at this as a colour palette. Again, think of that artist's palette as he's drawing the meadow. Think of all the colours that he will have on his palette of paints. You know, going from the greens and going with the mustards and the yellows, going with the glistening shimmer. Perhaps there's a little pond, and the sun's glistening on the pond, and then you've got the dandelions, and you've got the buttercups of the yellows, and then you've got the oranges. Perhaps you've got some wild flowers growing, and you've got all these colours coming together on the artist's palette. Then add in even more colour. Because with this is what I like about this kit. It's been thought of, every part of it's been really well thought out. You've got your yellow and your orange, shall I do it the other way around? Yellow and the orange of your elastic reels, that's 6 meters of each, and you're also getting your 50 meters of beading thread. To stick with the colors going on there, you're also getting your orange and your yellow organza bags. 10 of each, so 20 presentation organza bags as well. I know, you're probably looking at me going, what? What more? I know. So you're getting 20 of the organza bags to match, of course, the oranges and the yellows and the plays of colour like that. But of course, we haven't even talked about the findings. 100 findings in this kit. 100. That means in total you are getting 3 pairs of shepherd hooks, 15 head pins, 15 crimp bead covers. You're getting 10 of your jump rings. You're getting 10 of your plain beads, 1 meter of your all loop chain. You've also got your 10 eye pins. You've got 1 pair of earring chandeliers. You've got 20 crimp beads. You're getting a heart-shaped toggle clasp, a round toggle clasp, and a bolt ring clasp and jump ring, all for one price. All for one price. Now, if you were trying to make this bundle together, if you're going to make this kit all by yourself and just add all the ingredients together, you would be having to find, oh, actually, I've just thought of that together. Oh, that would be nice. You would have to find an extra £15 to the price that we're about to bring you, because you would have to pay. That would be a nice pendant, wouldn't it? That'd look quite cute, wouldn't it, if you were just going to do a really long midriff type of pendant. That'd look quite cute. I like that. I quite like kind of midriff things when you're wearing like vest tops and things like that,
Yeah.
rather than just going for neckline. I
Nice
quite like
long
a bit
length.
yeah, I like a bit of length. So all of this Pretty Meadow jewellery kit. Do you want me to give you the rundown before I tell you the price? Okay, let's do it. Let's begin with the gemstones. You are getting your fantastic jasper, your mustard yellow jasper. You are getting your combination of your jasper and your agate in your gemstones, 10 millimeters in size, and your rectangles as well. Your true, and you're on top of that getting your cords, and your orange. You're getting your matching elastic. You're getting the orange and the yellow of the elastic and the beading thread. You're getting the organza bags, 10 of those, in fact 20 of those in total, 10 of the yellow, 10 of the orange. You're on top of that getting your chain. I mustn't forget that, a metre of chain, and that's just part of the 100 findings that are silver plated copper. And you're getting this amazing pendant disc as well. That sits as a 38 by 8 millimetre. All together, plus the presentation gift bags of the smaller and the larger standard with our kits. You're getting all of this with a saving of £15 for just Now, if I say the price, we have to honour it. If I say the price, then we have to do it. That surely should be saying a 2 rather than a 1. Okay, I'll say it because I have to, but surely you agree with me this should be 27, but it's not. This kit comes in at £17.95. Sorry, that's just a crazy price tag. That is just a ridiculous price tag. $17.90. Look at what you're getting for $17.95. Look at the ingredients. Look at, my table is full, and it's full of loveliness for $17.95. That is an amazing price. I'd be happily selling you this at $27.95. I would happily offer this. And I know that I've been on air for about 2 years with you now. So you'd think that I know my pricing. You'd think that I know roughly what pricing is to be. But I tell you what, I can't work out that we were going to take this. I mean, almost like we are our own competition. We're always trying to make ourselves better by giving you more, giving you opportunity. I don't know there's many places out there that would try and compete with our prices. Why would you try and compete with this? I don't get it, and I work here. So why would somebody who's a competitor try and compete with this type of opportunity? They just, genuine gemstones, feature findings with your silver plating, plus you've got just the added bonuses of the presentation organza bags, the elastic that matches the yellows and the oranges. It's a really well thought out kit, this one, for $17.95. I mean, when you get the kits, do you try and price them up? Do you kind of work out what price you expect them to be?
Yeah, but I've got to say that's just bonkers.
That wouldn't be the price you'd have come up with, surely, because I'm thinking that's nowhere near the price.
Because, I mean, the size of that pendant alone, if you bought that elsewhere, what would you pay for that? Silver-plated pendant. And
a nice, like a feature pendant, isn't it? I mean, I love the design of that.
It's lovely. It's brushed, isn't it? It's really nice. I'm just...
$17.95.
Bonkers.
What do you buy these days for $17.95 that has this much substance?
I think anybody out there who's an experienced jewellery maker would just go, I'll have that.
Yes.
And for anybody who's new, I would just say, get it, because you normally say you've got everything to get started. That's everything to get started. And more.
Yeah, you're right. Bang on, Alison, absolutely, so you're right.
It's just, what can you buy for that? You go for a pint of milk, you spend more than that. It's just bonkers. You go into a shop for a pint of milk, you come out, you've spent £20 odd.
At the moment you do.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, you know, $17.99.
$17.95.
And you're going to get...
Well, how many pieces of jewellery are you going to create?
Well,
That's
I've
the thing.
got 3, 5, 7.
And actually,
and there was loads of findings left.
And if you think about that, if you want to just break down the pieces of jewellery that have been made by Alison in this kit, well, that's less than £3 a piece of jewellery. And you've made long necklaces, you've made feature bracelets, and we are going to do a little bit of detail with the bracelet by using the cord, because I know last time Alison was on, there was such a huge response to one of the designs that you did that we are going to play it again, Sam. We are going to do it again. We're just going to play it again, Sam, because so many people have been interested in your design. So we're going to get down to that now. Let's head over there, but please just remember, certainly if you're new to jewellery making, please just know these are genuine gemstones. You will get everything that I've just given you as a rundown, the 100 findings. You do get that lovely pendant disc. You get it all. Plus, you're also going to get a free tutorial booklet and DVD. And if you're making your first purchase with us, we want to make it as easy to get into jewellery making as possible. We want to be part of your journey from the very beginning. And I think because of all of our support network, including our amazing Facebook family, actually in reality, once you get started, there is an endless opportunity to keep on adding to your skills and creating amazing jewellery. This is the way we begin though. This is your foundations. These are the way that we say, welcome to jewellery making and look at how easy it is. Free tutorial booklet and DVD that comes with your purchase with us. And once you get this will give you all of the lowdown of how to get started. And in simple terms, it'll take you through all of the varieties of techniques, probably many of the techniques that Alison's used within the actual jewellery that she's made today, and perhaps, you know, some more variant techniques, you know, showing you something a little bit different for everything, telling you a little bit more about the company as well. So that is your Get Started handbook, and this is the DVD, and everything that is in the handbook is in the DVD. So whichever mode that you use, whether you like to, you know, action, or whether you like to read and just do your detail, then this is going to lead you through that. So that's free with your first purchase. £17.95 plus that, and the only other thing you probably would need is a toolkit, which is less than a tenner. So for less than £30, you've got a brand new hobby, and a brand new hobby that could lead you to creating jewellery like this. And look at it all! Oh my goodness me! Now remember that we've just said less than £3 a piece of jewellery. That's the costings of the ingredients to the jewellery that Alison's made here. Less than £3 for each one of these pieces. I mean, less than £3 for that feature necklace. It's quite tribal, isn't it? It's got that real
lovely.
sense.
I just think it's quite earthy, and it's just lovely. Really gorgeous colours.
Quite like naturalistic feel about it.
And
again, I like the name of it, Pretty Meadow. The colours.
It's the right name.
Yeah, isn't it?
And the caramel just lifts the green, doesn't it?
Really interesting. Yeah, really interesting. Because actually, if you'd have put that in me, I'd have gone, oh, I don't see how that's going to work. But when I see it, I go,
yeah.
Doesn't it just? And as I say, it does remind me of somebody sitting down in a country meadow with a palette of colour on their board, and literally with the easel in front of them and going, okay, what colours do I need that are displayed in that meadow? And I need the oranges of the wild flowers, and I need the sunshine of the yellows, and I need, you know, I see those colours coming through in this. It's beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. £17.95. Now,
we're gonna do the fish.
We're gonna do the fish. Now, for anybody who didn't see the fish a couple of weeks ago, Alison was on, and she showed a technique, and it's called macrame, and it's perhaps the other way you describe it is shambhala bracelets, etc. Well, this is a version of that, isn't it?
It's the simplest form of macrame that I've found to make. I teach it to children at birthday parties, so it's so simple. And
it's simple and yet so effective, and it makes something really exciting. And as you say, it is something that all ages can
absolutely
attempt.
Dead easy. And it's the only one, because there is the DVD, and I can do them all, kind of watching the DVD, stopping it, and then I've got to keep going back to it. And it's not that it's overly complicated. It's like you say, we all learn in different ways. But when I found this, I just thought, remember that, it's so easy.
And that's on our DVD that is available?
This one's not, it's actually something I found on YouTube, and then I've just kind of brought onto the show.
Brilliant. Everybody has their own way of doing it as well, but our macrame DVD is available with lots of, I think it's got 6 or 7 different macrame techniques on it, and it's less than a £5. So again, if you're looking, take a look at the easiness of macrame, and then if you're interested in it, grab our DVD, and that'll take you through some other variants of techniques. So let's go for it.
So clipboard, and there's a
bulldog
clamp thing. Okay. What I'm going to do is, obviously if you were doing a shambhala style and you were doing all of the round beads, you'd literally just start at the top and work your way down to the bottom. But with this one, because I'm similar to what I did last time, I've done one bead in the centre as a feature bead. Then we're going to work out from one side, then we're going to turn it round, and we're going to work out from the other side.
Right, I'm with you.
Yep. So the first bead that we're going to therefore put on is the central one. So the strand that's in the middle is the one that goes around your wrist. So this is too long. We're going to chop some off this at the end. But you literally just need enough to go around your wrist and a little bit more to dangle down. So it doesn't need to be like the whole 2 meters for this. Hence there was enough to do the necklace as well.
Of course.
So I have got some water, because if I was making this for myself at home and I couldn't get it through, I'd probably go up. And I would cut that bit off, but I didn't think that looked very good for the show. So we've got some water. And
that's just so that you can thread the strands
It is,
on.
and I've not got any scissors with me either, which I should have done, because obviously if the ends get a bit frayed, it makes it easier. So that was very broad. Right.
See, it's because I'm with you. I wouldn't have done that if somebody else was it. If Mark was talking, we go, oh yes, Mark, yes, you're right, Mark. Because it's you, I go, I'm with you.
So I think there was 2 metres of this cord as well. I think this is about a mil, I would have said. It's quite chunky, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I've cut it in half, and I'm going to use half for each end. So we've literally, it's quite easy because you've got the 2 different colours. So we've put the yellow one underneath the orange one.
Can I just bring that down so that we're in shot for our camera buff?
Yep,
perfect. Thank you.
So the one that we're going to weave with is the one that you put underneath, and all I'm going to do to get started is just do a single overhand knot just to secure it in place.
Okay, so this is just to secure.
Yeah.
And this is that's going to be your central stone.
Yeah.
And then you're going to knot underneath that almost as the
So just going to sort of push it up to there, and then what I'm going to do is I've used 6 beads on either side, so I'm just going to literally thread on 6 beads. Now they did go on, but they were snug, so I'm really hoping that they just fly through. Now you can either slot these on at the beginning, or I'll really try not to knock this over, which is the sort of thing I would normally do.
And actually, that's a really good technique. That you know, especially on that cord, if it's frayed, a little bit of water does actually give it that.
It just pulls the threads back together, doesn't it?
It's a really great idea. I wouldn't have thought about it until, as you say,
it's a sewing sort of thing, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. And so you're just going to throw. I'm
just going to put all 6 on. So I've got 4 on.
Yeah.
And it literally is. I can't remember what was the name of the customer who texted in earlier on.
Oh, the first text that we got in this morning was wasn't it Devon?
Devon.
Oh, Devon from reception, that's right.
Okay, so all I'm going to then do is take your bulldog clip and just clip it on the bottom, so it puts a bit of tension on that, and you're not kind of...
You don't want it loose, you want it quite firm. Okay.
Okay, so slide those back down again now. So here we go with the fish.
So you've got your knot.
Yep.
And this is the fish.
This is the fish. I like the fact that it's got its own name. I know I've ended up with one bit shorter, but I think we'll be all right.
Sorry.
Actually, I'm just going to make sure. Sorry, folks. I just don't want to get to the bottom and run out of thread, because we've all been there, haven't we? And we know when you go, oh, I need to undo it and just start again. Just release that knot a little bit. Just put a bit more through. Okay, so we've got the side. So we take one side. Are you ready? There's a little rhyme.
Okay.
You take this one and you put it under.
Yeah.
And then you cross it over, and that's your fish. So that's your fish's tail.
Oh, I can see me fish.
Yep.
Yes.
And then you take that side and you thread it through the loop. I think I used the silky cord when I did this last time. Because this is thinner, it's kind of sliding there a little bit, but it will grip. That's it. There we go. So under.
So under.
Under, over, through. And that's it.
Now, you'll have to do that again, because I didn't get that one.
Okay, well, I'm going to slide a bead up.
Okay.
Because I only did 2 in between on this one. So I'm going to slide a bead up.
Yeah.
And then we'll bring it round. So we'll go.
You're going to do a fish.
Go under.
Under.
Over.
Over.
Through. That's it.
Under, over, through.
Yep.
And then what are you doing with that?
Just pull it tight.
Under, over,
and
through.
It'll just secure your bead.
Over, through.
So then we're going to do another one.
Okay.
Under. Over.
Over.
Through.
Through.
That's it. I wonder if I put that underneath, it might just tighten it up a bit.
Under, over, through. Under, over.
I don't know where I've just ended up there. Right. There we go. Right. Do that one again.
Okay. So, under.
Over.
Over.
Through.
Through.
I just need a bit more tension in the cotton, that's all. It's just sliding a bit as I'm doing it. That's it. Slide a bead up. Under.
Under.
Over. Through.
Over. Through.
That's it. and that just secures your bead in place. There we go. Same again. So we're just doing, I'm doing 2, so I know each time I put the bead on,
yes,
I start with the loop on this side.
Okay.
And if you did it from the same side all the time, it would twist. That's on the DVD. You'd get if you kept doing it, it would spiral.
And that's it, and you just continue?
That's it. That's all you do, all the way down.
And then to create the actual claspy area,
yep,
grab the DVD, and that takes you through that
well, the clasp
technique,
is literally
isn't it?
just the same. Are we okay for 2 seconds, just to show?
We have,
yeah,
but we are up against it, but
right,
yes, we are.
So literally, if I just show people what you would do,
yes,
you'd
please,
literally just cross the threads over, and then you do exactly what we were doing there.
So hang on, you cross the threads, yep, over.
So you'd probably have a bit left off the ends. You'd put it underneath,
yep,
tie it overhand knot like we did at first,
yep,
and then you just do exactly the same. You're just doing it under 2 threads.
Under,
yeah,
over,
and through.
Through,
yeah,
under, over,
through.
That's so simple.
Yeah, Jack didn't know how to do a slide knot last time I was here, and he was like, right, I get that, yeah. Easy.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
That's so simple. I didn't even know it was that simple either. Oh, fantastic.
There we go.
Oh, well, there you go.
That's the
and
fish.
as I say, if you do want to, you know, be inspired, or you have been inspired, should I say, by Alison, and you would like to, you know, give macrame a go, we do have the DVD. Not this technique. The fish technique is one that, you know, you'd have to perhaps record that we've just done on the repeats. I know there's a lot of people who love macrame with the variety of techniques that there is.
I got this one, then I could do the others. It made it easy, and then I've done the spiral and things after that.
After that?
Yeah.
It's definitely worth giving it a go, because I mean the style of these bracelets is so very, very popular,
yeah,
and you can walk into every department shop at the moment and you could be spending some serious wads of cash on styles like this that you could create yourself for a minimum pricing.
Yeah.
I mean, very small
pennies,
amounts of money,
really.
Pennies exactly, when you could be paying lumps of money. So it really is the way to create something stylish, very much the look of the moment, but without having to invest a huge amount of money. So it's just an investment of skill and time. And as I say, that the DVD is available for £4.95. That very technique, as I say, just make sure you recorded that. And I think it's time for the Wall of Fame. Wow!
Stunning. Fabulous.
Oh my goodness!
So this is from Heather in Wales, and she was so inspired by the necklace Debbie made a few weeks ago, had to try it herself, made entirely from polymer clay. She says not as good as Debbie's, but I think that's pretty awesome, I've got to say.
And the thing is that all of our designers bring something to the plate. Everybody brings something different, inspiring, and that's incredible. Congratulations. Who was that?
It's from Heather in Wales.
Oh, fantastic. Now, next one. Oh, another polymer clay. 94. Debbie in Tamworth. She says, hi everyone at Jewellery Maker. I'm sending in this entry on behalf of my 9-year-old daughter, Henley. She's enjoying watching the live shows and is completely hooked on making items with polymer clay. She is especially good at the bicorn beads, and I believe she's actually sent an email to you asking if she can go on a show. Henny is really proud of her bracelet and has a real eye for colour and a talent for making the beads. She will be absolutely thrilled to make this, if this makes it to the Wall of Fame. And that's Debbie in Tamworth and Henny there as well. All I can say is congratulations, Henny. You are one amazing jewellery maker. That really is seriously stylish. Studios are up and running once we've got our big studios back, and we're hoping that we'll be able to get our our guests in again, and if we can get the Sunday Sofa guests in, Henny, you will definitely be on our list, so we can't wait to meet you, and congratulations to you. Absolutely brilliant. Keep it up, keep going, my lovely. Absolutely amazing.
This entry is number 96, and this is from Jackie in Kingham, And these are Jasper cubes, which she said were a joy to work with. Wish I'd bought 2 sets. Jem gets more exciting all the time, and I'm sure I'll soon have something else to fall in love with. I'm sure you will, Jackie.
That's the thing, we were just saying, like, don't buy just 1 strand. When you know you like something,
get 2.
Buy 2 strands.
Yep.
Exactly. And talking to somebody who's maximised on very simple and yet really stylish jewellery is June in Carlisle. 95 you are, June. She says, well, you're not age 95, you're number 95 in the draw. She says, this week a friend of mine asked me to make her some earrings. As I didn't know what she liked, I made a few pairs. I used pearl, shell and Chinese jade and some of my own chain. I'm kind of hoping she won't want all 3 as I quite like them myself. I hope I'm successful this week as I fancy trying silver clay next. And that's best wishes, June in Carlisle. Well, the good news is, June, is that if you are going to be inspired with silver clay, then we do have Natalia joining us on Thursday for the retro show. So we're not just doing pearls, we're doing pearls and Natalia's designs and silver art clay. So there's, I know, it's going to be a mentally great show on Thursday. I'm really looking forward to it. If you can tune in, then it'll be fantastic. Right. We are literally ticking down, and I promised you that at midday we were going to do something special. I promised that if you made somebody watch, if you knew they weren't watching, because there's loads going on today, I know there is, and the simple facts are is perhaps everybody isn't watching, that's okay, but I don't want you to miss out. I don't want you to be emailing me, texting me or phoning me saying, why did you do that and I wasn't watching? I've given you the chance to tune in, and I'm going to give you the ultimate time to buy. This is Appetite. It is your 2-minute warning. Literally, time is ticking. 2-minute warning towards this incredible offer. Probably the biggest offer of not just the year, but of Jewellery Maker history. This is one of the largest quantities and one of the finest strands we have ever brought to you. If you are looking for quality, if you are looking for style, if you want that peribe-tourmaline beauty matched with the tranquility of aquamarine, if you want the indulgence of one of the finest strands we have ever had here at Jewellery Maker, this is the event. It's not just going to be an offer, it's an event in its own right. The quantity is dictating, the quality is dictating. This is going to be a showcase offer. Please be watching. You've got about a minute to go. That's it, counting down. A minute to go before I bring you Appetite. I'm talking here ultimate quality Appetite and one of the biggest price offers. I promise you, it's a strand of distinction, but the price tag is unbelievably low. Be prepared, get ready with that phone in your hand, get ready logged on to our website, because if you don't do it soon, you will regret it. Make sure you're watching in just 20 seconds time, because this is the time to buy.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moons Moat, Redditch, B98 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
You've been waiting. You've been really patient with us. We've been promoting this for a long time, and now the time has come. What a privilege it is for me to present this. As a presenter who I think it's fair to say is very passionate about gemstones anyway, this is a total and utter thrill for me to introduce this offer to you. For me, we're talking quality. For me, we're talking beauty. For me, we're talking the perfection of what Jewellery Maker is all about. Giving you the high-end quality at the jewellery making prices. And bringing those together, that doesn't take seconds, it doesn't take weeks, it takes literally months and months for us to be able to bring you one offer like this. But when the one offer comes like this, we rejoice, we get excited, we know we've fulfilled our brief, we know that we've absolutely ticked the boxes, because for us, this is hard work, and a result of that hard work is your opportunity to own the best. And for me, this is going to be the best offer we have ever had in terms of gemstones, in terms of pricing. I promise you, you cannot expect anything other than the ultimate price tag on this one. And I know you're probably watching going, she's big this one, mind. It's going to have to be good. Well, I tell you what, it's not good. It is not good. It is great. This is me, and when I big something up, I do it for a reason, and I'm going to tell you now, categorically, this has got to be one of the largest offers I've ever brought to you for this grade of stone. This has got to be one of the biggest opportunities. You're getting 45 carats. You are getting your sky blue. I tell you what, there's not many skies that I see that are this blue, unless you're heading over to the Indian Ocean, unless you go, because this is, for me, this is not just sky blue, this is neon blue, this is electric blue, this is Paraiba tourmaline blue, this is the tranquility of the oceans of aquamarine mixing together with the vibrancy and neon qualities of one of the world's most required and desired gemstones of Paraiba tourmaline. This is bringing together the delight to the eye that you cannot underestimate. You will get this home with a 30-day money-back guarantee, and I assure you, you don't need even 30 seconds. You'll need 0.3 of a second to decide that this is the right strand for your collection. This is a strand that ticks all boxes. The graduate of size that you're getting here is what makes this such a beautiful finish to the look. And they have this real freshness of, I've got cues on the phone lines. I haven't even got the graphics in and I've got cues on the lines. Please be patient with us. It's going to be one of those offers where we will answer your call as fast as we possibly can. But with the amount of people who are watching, and also the amount of people who will appreciate what we're doing in price to quality, this is going to be a busy offer. This is not just an offer. This is an event in its own behalf, on our opinion. It's the quantity and the quality that you're getting here that makes this so special. And thank you in advance for your patience. Thank you for knowing that we are dedicating our time and our energies to bringing you this quality, to bring you this grade of stone. As I've got to keep on highlighting, this is not just an everyday event for us. This is us months in the making. This is our buyers, this is our designers, this is our team, literally in the offices pushing all the time to get the best for you. And it doesn't get much better than this for me. It doesn't get much clearer. It doesn't get much crisper colour. It's fresh. It's Paraiba tourmaline qualities without the Paraiba price. I'm just going to pop that one in without that price tag. And Mike, do you want me to talk about price tag? Do you want me to give you some kind of gauge of pricing? Because there might be a lot of people who are sitting there now going, well, I love it. I've fallen in love with it. And if you've done your research, if you do that search engine thing that we've already done today with the black spinel and with the peridot, if you just type in apatite necklace, are you going to set it in silver? Probably. If you're going to use findings, you're probably going to use silver with this strand. Okay, so if you put apatite necklace, apatite silver necklace, let's do that. That's going to be a search. Can you do that for me now, guys? The first price that comes up on our screen for an apatite silver necklace is £275. That's just one search. You can find your own price points, right? I've got a phone call coming through. I can tell you now, the call centre are literally, and this is promised you, they are begging us to release the code. They are begging us to give you the chance to own this. Let's do it. I've got people on the lines who have been very patient with us. Very, very patient with us. This is a strand of distinction that we're bringing you. We are bringing you one of the biggest offers. If you do your research, like we've just done, over 250 quid we've just found a price point for a strand of apatite in a necklace. If you do your research, you might find different price points. But all I'm going to say to you, I cannot believe anybody would expect us to do this. I cannot believe anybody would anticipate this offer. But we are bringing you a strand of distinction. Your sky blue apatite $14.95. Oh, I just got that little, I felt like I just got an electric shock up my bum. I mean, literally, I was just like, oh, $14.95. This is it. See, I told you, it's not an offer, it's an event in its own right, isn't it, when we do offers like this? $14.95. You've got to be quick. You've got to be seriously quick. 0800 644 655. So many people picking up the phones at that price. Of course you are. I promised you that it would be worth watching. I told you to tell everybody, whether they were watching or not, they had to be watching at midday, and I would make it worth their while. I am making it worth your while. Now, if you find yourself dialing that number and you hit an engaged tone, then please put the phone down and dial again. I apologise about that, but that's the way it's going to have to be. Please make sure that you give us your patience. If you hear an engaged tone, put the phone down and dial again. We will process your call as fast as we can. Your sky blue apatite rondelles with an approximate sizing of 3x2, but I would say actually graduating smaller to larger in that actually. $14.95. I can't believe I'm bringing you the grade of quality that sits alongside the qualities of colour I'd associate to Paribas tourmaline. I would associate this to the finest quality Santa Maria aquamarine. That's the grade of look that you've got there. I mean, this gemstone over on our sister channel, it commands top prices. I mean, seriously does command some of the biggest prices. Absolutely ridiculous price tag that we're offering you there. Queues on the lines, and I apologise about that. And as I say to you, I am answering, not me personally, but we are answering your call as fast as we possibly can. If you're still getting an engaged tone when you're picking up the phone, don't panic. I have got plenty to go around. This is one of our biggest quantities we have ever had in a strand of distinction. That's why it's taken us so long to bring it to you. That's why it's taken us literally months of dedicated time to be able to bring this to you at $14.95. If I'd have said to you $34.95, you wouldn't even question me at that price, would you? $34.95. If I'd have asked you to pay £20 on top of that price tag, I still don't think you'd question me. And yet I'm saying, look, it's yours for $14.95 because that's the deal, that's the offer, this is the event. And we are making this an event so that we can process your calls in as fast as we possibly can. We appreciate your patience on those phone lines, we really genuinely do. I have got allocation taking place, mass allocation taking place, and a lot of people who are really optimising on that price point, who are not buying some ones and twos on this one. I've got people buying literally 6s and 7s of this strand, because probably in principle they were going to buy, you know, maybe 3 strands of the £30–40 marker, but you don't have to pay that much. $14.95. I've got queues on the lines, and I will say to you, we are processing your call, and I apologise about those queues, but everybody needs to know we are absolutely dedicated to giving you great customer service once you get through to us. It's a massive price point. It is a massive opportunity for you to get something of such high regard, such great distinction. I mean, we put it against the black spinel, and I think that's where you really get to appreciate the magnitude of our strands of distinction, because when you work them together, that is the result, that is the impact, that is absolutely exquisite, isn't it? And it's the strands of distinction that work together so perfectly. I've still got queues, and if you think about it, I've just realised that those 2 strands, that's still less than £30. Those 2 strands, still less than £30. It's one of the most exceptional deals I think we've ever done. And I mean, we are talking about, this is, in our mind, this is an event in its own right. This is not just an offer. This is not just bringing you one opportunity. This is an event in our history of jewellery making. I still have people on the phone lines patient, and thank you very much for your patience. I'm massively apologetic of queues, but I think the fact of the matter is I can only apologise a certain amount because it's a free phone number. It's an amazing deal and everybody else alongside you wants the same deal. So it's just a case of, you know, when you know that there's those big sales happening in the shops and they open the shops at like 5 in the morning and there's a queue and everybody goes, ah! That's kind of what's happening right now. We just don't hear the ah! We just have the big amount of people on the lines. We have got quality coming your way in this offer, and we have still got people who haven't been successful getting through to us. I'm going to repeat one more time to you. If you hit an engaged tone, don't give up on us. You get that engaged tone, hang up and dial again. Just trust us. We have got enough to go around, right? We have got a lot to go around. This is one of the biggest quantities we have ever had for a stranded distinction. In fact, I'd fair to say this is probably the largest that we've ever had in our history. And we're hoping that we can continue this type of opportunity in future months. But please do accept the fact in some ways that because this is a genuine gemstone, the simple facts is that for us, this is months in the making, and so therefore this is our time, this is our skills of searching the right quality at the right price. And so it's not going to happen every week, it's not going to happen probably every month. We'd like to think we could, but I can't guarantee that, certainly not with this type of quantity and this type of pricing. Sky blue apatite rondelles, an amazing opportunity. Okay, I still have quantity available. For those of you who are still holding, don't panic. I've still got plenty to go around. And I did warn you that this was going to be an event. I did say to you, this is not just an offer that's going to come and go in 5 minutes. This was an event because of the quantity we had to allocate. I still have queues on the lines, and I mean significant queues on the lines for people trying to buy this at $14.95. Patience, that's all. Just have a little patience. Literally $14.95. Now, Alison, I'm going to turn to you. While we still have people processing the calls, while we still have people called in, I'm going to turn to Alison and say, what are you thinking?
I just think I've not seen anything like it before. I've seen apatite before, but I've not seen apatite that looks like that before.
Almost Paraiba tourmaline-esque.
Yeah, it's just the clarity of it's just absolutely gorgeous.
And you don't get clarity in Paraiba tourmaline because, of course, tourmaline's a pegmatite, so you get lots of inclusions. So to get the colours and the qualities you'd associate to something like a Paraiba tourmaline, then yet get the clarity because it's apatite, it's just so unique.
Yep.
And what would you do?
I want to go home so I can buy it. That's what I'm going to do.
What would you do? Well, actually, I'd just go home and buy it. 14. And against the backdrop of the black spinel. Yeah. I mean, I don't know whether we have any left of the black spinel. I don't know whether we've got any quantity left. But to then put 2 strands of distinction and still say less than £30, and that be the combination. I mean, that is just an exquisite compliment, isn't it? It really is a delight. Well, that's one of those no-brainers. That's one of those where you don't have to think about it, you just do it and trust your instinct. An amazing opportunity.
I think people would definitely be surprised if they're not buying 2 strands at least of either of them.
I agree.
Because, you know, necklace, bracelet, earrings, you need 2 strands if you want the set. And for that, you know, price tag, you're just going to want more, aren't you? And
I think also that the reality is for a lot of our jewellery makers out there, you probably find yourself in the circumstance where your mind's saying to you, I know that when I wear this, people will want it, people will like it, so you may as well have that supply. You know, buy another 2 strands on top of the strands that you're going to use for your own jewellery collection. Because the reality is, I know that if I saw somebody wearing this, I'd go, wow, where did you get that from? Oh, you made, do you think you could make me one? Because that's what the instinct just almost grows off the tongue, doesn't it? You know, I've seen lots of great jewellery in my time, and often is the case, the jewellery that I've fallen in love with is the jewellery then I've subsequently bought. You know, if I'm, like when I'm on air, on Gems TV, if I've seen something and I love it, I can't let it go. You know, I've got to buy it. I mean, 9/10 of the time I get paid, and then my pay just goes straight back into Gems TV or Jewellery Maker. That's kind of, it's just this. It's kind of a vicious circle I think I'm in. Maybe I need to step away. maybe I need to regroup. An amazing look, an amazing offer. I now have to be really serious with you because I've still got huge amounts of people who want, and I'm now down to double figures. I'm now down to double figures on this. If you want it, we'll do our very best to give you the chance to own it. I do have people buying multiples, I can tell you that. I do have people buying multiples. So therefore, for those of you still on the lines, don't worry, we'll process your call as fast as we can. Please be patient with us. We are processing your call as strictly in rotation as we can. And with that in mind, if you were fast enough to pick up the phones, then you will be allocated. But I can't do that now. I can't guarantee your success rate on this one based on the reaction, based on the quantity I have left in stock, and based on the opportunity that is now available to you. £14.95. Huge. Correct. I told you it was going to be an event, but an event worth waiting for, isn't it? That is absolutely, I keep on wanting just to put that spinel against it, you know, I just want to put that, every time I do that, I just go, oh, congratulations. Allocation is taking place. I think I'm fairly confident saying we are going to sell out of that one, so please, I apologise if you weren't successful. We take on board the fact that although we had a huge quantity, we take on board the fact that not everybody's going to be successful on this. We will do our very best to work as hard as we can again to get more in stock. Can't guarantee it, but we'll work our socks off for you. I can say that to you. Sorry if you miss out, but congratulations if you were successful. And as soon as we get more, when we get more, it's only taken us 2.5 years to get to this point, like, isn't it? As soon as we get more, we'll do our best to bring it to you. I do have something to make up for it, though. I do have something to make up for it because I've got some more peridot coming up. I have more peridot to come. Oh, yes. And we are going to go, not just peridot, we are going to go Peri-Low. Oh yes, your peridot coming up within the next, gosh, it's going to have to happen fairly sharpish actually, about, let's say, half an hour's time. Yeah, so probably about 1:45 if you're watching on the live show, about let's say, yeah, 25 minutes time. I'm getting all precise on myself all of a sudden. What am I? What? Am I like speaking clock or something? I have no idea. Okay, congratulations to you if you've got that spinel and the appetite. If you've got the smaller peridot, the last strand of distinction I have, this fantastic showcase. And I said to you at the very beginning of the 4 hours, I said to you this was going to be massive. This was going to be a full frontal, concentrated showcase of opportunity. And I think I have delivered so far, but I've got more to deliver to you. Oh yes, I'm the best of postmen. I have got, am I going here? Okay, 2012 game special, game number 4. And we are again going for gold. Just look at how we go for gold though. Ready? Ah, yeah. Look at these. Aren't they just gorgeous? Now, yesterday evening on the Late Show, I did some brass coil connectors and we made one necklace and it was just gorgeous. I mean, just absolutely gorgeous. It was only made from these brass connectors and it was as Italian style as the likes of Elsa Peretti for Tiffany's or the likes of Bulgari, or, you know, those type of Italian styles of jewellery designers. For me, this has that sense of quality. These are that type of principle. So if you did get yesterday evening's offer, then this would be a fantastic another opportunity. This would be another add it to your order chance. Now just look at these. You are getting 20 of these spiral beads. Now they are 10 mil in size, and as you can see, they're like coiled, almost like coiled rope design. And as they coil round, they create this lovely texture of a bead. Now, I know that a couple of our designers have used ways recently, not only as beads but actually as flat features. So if you hammer them flat, you can create another look altogether again. It's just always thinking outside the box, I think, with this type of offer. Really think outside the box and look at what you can create out of just one of these. Again, as I say, Italian inspired for me, the finish of your jewellery if you're using this type of detail. So what do you get? 20 of your spiral beads. We are going for gold on these 2012 game special offers, and we're giving you a 24-hour offer. That's it. In fact, less than 24 hours now. We will honour the price until 9 o'clock Monday morning. So we're talking about 21 hours, something like that, to go on this one offer. Really workable, really versatile, really stylish looking potential here. Now, I think it's fair to say that the Appetite is sold out. I'm just going to check. All allocated. Now, for everybody's got a phone in their hand still waiting, I can only apologise. From the bottom of my heart, I can only apologise. We had the largest quantity we have ever had, to my knowledge, the biggest quantity to offer, and it's gone. I mean, that just goes to show what an offer it was, how good it was. Can I just say to those people who are still holding on the lines for the Appetite, I think it has been allocated. I'm really going to say that. I'm sorry, it has now been allocated. You need to put the phone down because you haven't been successful. I'm really sorry about that. I apologise, but that's just one of those things. What I can now say is that I'll make it up to you. I will make it up to you this way. Gold-coloured brass spiral balls that you're getting here, 10mm in size, 20 of them in total, and we are going to do an extra special offer for just 21 hours-ish until 9 o'clock Monday morning. You can get these amazing detail. I mean, they really are going to give an inspiration of Italian style to your jewellery. And we are bringing you a price slash scenario. We should be asking you to pay £10.45 for 20. That's great. £10.45. And when it gets to 9 o'clock Monday morning, that's the price you'll be paying. But before that, we are giving you a 2012 game special, going for gold. Every offer is a blinder. Everyone is going, I mean, we are doing well today. £7.95 is all you pay. We've got to ask you, for those of you still holding on the lines for the Appetite, I'm sorry, it has now been allocated. You do need to put the phone down. I can apologise, but I can say you haven't been successful for the Appetite. It has all been allocated now. Put the phones down. I apologise. I really do apologise, but we had a huge quantity, but that just goes to show what a popular offer that was. In the meantime, though, for those of you who are trying to get through for the gold-coloured spiral brass beads, if you're hitting a dial tone or an engaged tone, please just hang up the phone and then try again. We'll process your call as fast as we can. £7.95, literally until 9 o'clock Monday morning. 9 o'clock Monday morning, and then it's gone. If you want to confirm on this one, you need to confirm right away. £7.95 is all you pay on this one. 0800 644 655. I do think that we still have a lot of people who are trying to process the calls via the Appetite, and also people trying to get through for this offer as well. So whichever way, it's just patience required on this phone lines. We have a huge amount of people in our call centre answering your calls and giving you great customer service. A lot of people who are very impressed with our customer service, and we are an award-winning customer service team, but the simple facts are is even we can't quite expect to be able to answer calls that quickly when it comes to offers like the Appetite and offers like this one. £7.95 is all you pay. Hold those lines to confirm, and congratulations, you just joined us on the web. 1 P&P for the whole day as well, don't forget. £2.95 for your postage and packing. So your P&P, £2.95 is all you pay. We saw that, Jack. Rubbish, hide it. It was just rubbish. Just be patient. Give me that box back. I'm going to make you pay now. Just be patient. So congratulations, you got that 95 is all you pay. Right, I've got lots still to be able to bring you in the next half an hour. Take a look. Absolutely gorgeous. Just been told that there's a potential that we have melted the system once more. Here at Jewellery Maker, Deanna and Vicki come together and accidentally become our own technical glitch. Just together, we create havoc. I have a feeling that from this point onwards, they're not going to let Deanna and I work together. I have a feeling that they can't stop it. We're meant to be together, Deanna. We can't let it be. Like Thelma and Louise, we're going to drive over that cliff together. Oh God, have I just ruined somebody's film? Imagine if somebody's just got Thelma and Louise to watch tonight and I've just ruined the end of the story. Oh no, oh no. Ruined it. Imagine, I'd be rubbish at film 2000. Ding, ding, ding. Well, you never guess what happened in this film. Well, they fell in love and you know what happened next. Oh, it was really bad. Right then. So, your Peridot coming up about 15 minutes time. Not long to go. Not long to go. Let me just brush off me little bits because I'm moving straight on. And I'm moving on to a fantastic jewellery kit. We like this one a lot now, don't we, Alison?
Love it.
Yes. This is the one that we both went, ooh. It has that real femininity about
definitely.
it. A little bit like, it's quite very simple.
It is simple, yeah. It's got enough colour in it that it's just right. Isn't
it?
Yeah.
And I can't quite find the right word, but for me, simply perfect is perhaps how I'd put it, because there is a simplicity to this kit that makes it perfect. Is that fair to say, Alison?
Absolutely.
Because it's very little, it's almost very little to say about it. For me, this is a kit that just says it all in its beauty and its natural qualities of femininity. It's the best way to describe it. Now, this is a combination. You're getting here, if I just lift these up and bring them to you. This is a combination of some of our real popular strands. First, I have to show you the pearls, because these pearls are just glorious, almost giving you a sense of what's to look forward to in our Thursday showcase of the 1920s in the retro theme. So the pearls that we're bringing you here, absolute classics. These are mixed colour pearls. They are 6 to 7 millimetre. And if I just hold these out, simple and yet so effective in their styling, so beautiful. If you're watching for the first time, we are part of the Genuine Gemstone company here at Jewellery Maker. That sits alongside Gems TV and Gems TV Extra if you're flicking through your channels. We all work together as part of the Genuine Gemstone company to do what? Bring you genuine gemstones. Therefore, we do not bring you pearls. We don't bring you 4 pearls. We don't give you the pretendy stuff. We only bring you the real deal. When you see the price tag of this kit, you will not believe that these are the real deal. And that's really hard. It makes my job quite difficult, because when you go to your local jeweller's boutique, if you go to your high street, I don't know, your city centre boutiques of your jewellery centre, the simple facts are is that a pearl necklace can command hundreds of pounds. A very classic combination of colours like this, simple formation of your 6 to 7 mil pearls, I mean, that could command hundreds of pounds in a high street boutique. So it makes my job quite hard, because when I say to you, you're not going to be paying even £30 for this kit, you're going to say to me, are they really real? Because that's what I think. If I was watching and I was just learning about Jewellery Maker, just starting to get a sense of this as a channel and this as a company, my instinct will, but hang on a minute, if it's 100 or 200 plus pounds in the high street, why on earth or how on earth they're doing the genuine gemstone pearls? How are they doing that? And I've said the kit, I've already given the game away, less than £30. Now, if I just do this, and I mean, this is something that I do quite regularly, and you all know that me and with me pearls, I'm a classic. I'm a bit of a traditionalist with pearls. I mean, that, for me, just says it all. That just, I mean, whether it's wedding jewellery, whether it's an evening out, whether you're just going to wear this against an open shirt collar and just get that real classicness, or whether you're going to take these and then set them against a nice pair of earrings, so you do some pearl drop earrings. There is so much potential from one strand of pearls. Genuine pearls. Remember, I'm saying genuine pearls for a reason. The price point of this kit should be a lot higher just based on how very much sought after the one strand like this would be elsewhere. But it's not the only strand that you're getting. That's strand one. And then I introduced one of our biggest sellers. I mean, literally, we did almost crash the system. I am laughing about it, but it's not very funny because it feels like there's quite often we do offers where the system can't cope with it. And one of the reasons that we've got a reputation in the building now, myself and Deanna, my producer, is because I think probably only about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks, we crashed the system on a strand almost identical to this. Uh-oh. I have a feeling we might be hauled into the boss's office again. Take a... Do you know what? Do you know what? I can take it. Do you know what I mean? I've got broad shoulders. You've got here lavender amethyst faceted rounds. They are 8mm, nearly 200 carats you've got here. And as I say, really, really ridiculously popular strand. Crazy amounts of people who want this to be in their collection, and rightly so. It's fresh, it's got a real serenity about it. I mean, lavender, renowned for its almost homeopathic qualities about it, and you've got that was the right word, wasn't it? Homeopathic, that's right, isn't it? Like, you know, the sense of serenity and relaxation. That's right, isn't it? That is a word. You know when you think you've said something else and you go, no, okay, it's all right. It's all right, I've said the right word. Phew, my heart literally stopped beating for about 3 seconds there when I went, I think I might have just said the wrong word. It's okay, I said the right word, but I'm not going to say the words again in case I say it wrong. Okay, I'm just going to move on from that beautiful lavender amethyst, because I know you want it. Take a look at this. Woo! You've got here, you've got there fluorite rice beads. Absolutely amazing. 330 carats of fluorite rice beads. Deep purples, gorgeous fresh greens, and then this individuality to each stone is what makes fluorite so interesting. I'm not sure how close we can get on camera, but if I hold this out and we'll move across so you can see each stone is different. Some of them split between clear and purple, some of them deep purple, some of them lovely freshness of almost oceanic greens. All of this coming together in one strand. And I mean, if I just take, say, that gemstone there, oh, you can't really see how transparent it is unless if I hold it like that, and then if I introduce this strand against it. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that a beautiful colour combination? I mean, really complementary textures that you've got there. And to add in one more texture, and that's the pearl. See what I mean by, I've called this like simply perfect. Probably a bit of a rubbish way to describe it, but for me, that's it. Simply perfect combination of strands. They work so well together. The freshness of femininity, exquisite. Now we add on top this glorious pendant, and this pendant sits as 30 by 39mm circles in heart pendant. This is what it's classified as information, but if I just put this where I was just about to say against the neckline, but really that would be quite a cute cuff bracelet, wouldn't it? You know, if you did like maybe 3 strands coming off, made it a cuff, and then had that as your centerpiece. Or maybe you're into your wire work and you wanted to create a heart-shaped wire, this could be the framework for that. There's an idea. That's a good idea, isn't it?
Sorry.
I've suddenly had to listening. Why, I tell you what,
I was working.
Yeah, that's what they all say. My husband says that all the time. Sorry, love, I wasn't listening, I was working. That's when I know that he's lying. You working? Yeah, right. That's a joke. I know he's not watching because he's taking the kids to a birthday party. Right.
Sorry.
How about this? Use this as your framework for a wire wrap design.
Yep.
You know, if you like got your different gemstones and you just
sort of stitch it through with wire. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And maybe use the pearls or add the
Pearls would be gorgeous stitched into that with the lavender, I think.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
So whether you're going to use this just as a centerpiece, just as a feature pendant, or whether you're actually going to make a little bit more of a feature of this and use it in technique terms as a framework, almost as a foundation to create this beautiful, or you could make a magnificent pearl pendant. I mean, that would be a show-stopping look, wouldn't it? I mean, there's some real exciting potential here, really exciting. And you could use, because you've done that as a pearl necklace, you know what you could do? Make it more of a choker, so you've got the pearl heart, and then I've suddenly gone all creative on myself. I've suddenly gone into the world of, oh, I know what I'm going to do with this. I like this idea, though. I do like this as an idea. You can use it just as a feature pendant on its own, as Alison has, or alternatively use it as a framework to create something a little bit different on top. So something exciting. Now, this kit comes with sterling silver. Now, for those of you who are out there going, okay, so what's the difference? We do silver plated, we also do sterling silver findings. For a lot of people, sterling silver is the ultimate to work with in jewellery because it's very malleable, it's very forgiving. If you make a mistake, you can start all over again. It also has a real sense of prestige. It's a noble metal, it's something that has a real, I would say it's quite honoured to be able to use that in jewellery making terms. I think silver plating is fantastic, but I think sterling silver is just that absolute, it's probably the elite of jewellery making here at Jewellery Maker. And with this, you're getting over 40 pieces of sterling silver in these findings. In total, you're getting 10 head pins, you're getting 10 eye pins, you're getting 10 crimp beads, you are getting 2 pairs of shepherd hooks. You're getting 3 bolt ring clasp and jump rings. You're getting 8mm jump rings. You're getting 6mm split rings as well. Absolutely magnificent, loads going on. And on top of that, you're getting beading thread elastic and your monofilament. All of this. Your presentation gift bags, I haven't really had a chance to be able to show you them, but I really want to highlight this because it's just something a little bit that I think proves how we think about everything. Because when you make your jewellery, perhaps you give as a gift or you're selling it, it's just that you're going to treasure your jewellery that you've made for yourself. But you also want to make sure that it's presented as the way it belongs. And this is what we do. We do a little tag on the organza gift bag that says handmade gemstone jewellery. Because if you are going to give us a gift, you want to tell people what you've done, what you've made them, and that is exactly what it is. We could do a company label there, we could advertise ourselves, but instead it's that little bit of thoughtfulness that says, no, hang on a minute, you're going to use this as a gift, a presentation bag. If you are, then you want to be able to present it as is the jewellery justifies, handmade gemstone jewellery that you've made, and the gift bags say that on both tags. So, sterling silver, you get this fantastic feature heart pendant, and you're getting 3 very classic, very stylish, simply perfect, that's how I've put it, simply perfect strands. And for those of you who are bargain hunters out there, do you want to know the saving you're going to make? £15 saving on this. So that means that if you try to make this together for yourself, if you were going to try and get these strands and this pendant and these findings, and if you were going to try and get the monofilament, all this together, if you were going to make this all by yourself as individual components, you would have to pay £35. 45. Okay. Beg your pardon. £45. If you try to make this, I mean the pearls probably, I understand that actually, 45, and of course the amethyst, because we know that that's really popular. The fluorite, the size of it is going to make it popular. And the pendant, yes, all right, and the silver, sterling silver, let's not forget, that is a very exciting aspect to your jewellery making here. You should be paying £45. The price you're actually paying for this kit is less than £30. Now, just the pearls alone, what would you expect those to command in a high street boutique jeweller shop? Just those pearls alone, what would you pay for a strand like that? Because all I'm questioning the fact is that I think for just this one strand, I could justify that price tag. £29.95 is all you pay, less than £30 that you're looking at there. Sterling silver as well. And sterling silver, is it different to work with than the silver plated?
Yeah, very much so. I'm doing a pair of earrings now that was silver plated. It's just not as malleable, that's all. But doing the same sort of technique, it's easier to work with.
Right, and it's probably for those of you people getting involved into jewellery making for the first time, this might be something that you would suggest that they take on board.
Yeah, I think to kind of do a, you know, we're going to do some earrings next, and I think if you want to do that with the silver plated, it's easy to do a loop that then is quite fixed. But if you do it with the silver, it's much easier to then wrap it. It's a lot softer, so you're able to wrap it, and you can work harden them by twisting them. But I like to work with silver.
And also, for somebody who sells your jewellery,
I tend to only sell silver.
Sterling silver.
Yeah.
That's interesting because Mark said the same. Mark said that he has branched into working with silver. Mark's one of our guest designers who I think we all know is very, very much into making it part of his business to sell his jewellery. And he says that he actually standardly only used to work in silver. He has kind of branched out into use the silver plated, but he has a totally different price point.
Yeah.
He changes, he makes sure.
Yeah,
you do have to.
You've got to, because you would, as a customer yourself, you wouldn't expect to pay the same, would you? But equally, you've got to point out to people what it actually is.
Absolutely.
So, you know.
And I think that there's almost an esteem to silver.
Yeah.
It is one of the noble metals. It is something of a precious metal against gold and platinum. And I think, and I don't know whether you know this, but over in America, there's a massive shift from working with gold to working with silver. In fact, if you want to talk about the amount of diamond jewellery that's being sold at the moment, you're actually looking at diamond jewellery in silver is a bigger seller than gold. And that's what I mean, silver is really, really highly esteemed. And as you say, it works so nicely. This, as a kit, is fantastic. I mean, this as a kit really, really works. Just look at this. Simple and so
need anything. I mean, you can do really complicated things with it. The shapes work for simple and they work for complex, but you don't need to.
No.
And I just love the banding on these.
The fluorite, I know.
Yeah, they're absolutely gorgeous.
Like that. Banding is really interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gorgeous, really unique. Now, the technique that you're going to give us is just a real simple one. For those of you who are getting involved in jewellery making for the very first time, and you've just tuned in and you're going, oh, this is something that I'd be interested in, we're going to do a really quick, simple technique to show you how easy it is to make a pair of earrings, how simple and yet how effective one pair of earrings is.
Yeah.
So, literally,
Let's
this is
go.
as quick and as easy as you're going to get a technique.
Okay, so we're going to take a head pin, which has got the round bead end, and we're going to put on 3 stones. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is your basic. Oh, do you know what? I so need to bring my glasses when I come. So with this one, there's enough silver left just to do a plain loop at the top, which is on your DVD. So you just bend the silver over, those pliers right at the very end, and twist it over on itself, and you've got your loop.
Yep.
That's your
Just
loop.
like that.
Yep, just like that. And
Yep.
that's the basis of so much to do with making jewellery. The next thing you're going to do is take one of the eye pins, because it's got the little circle on the end, and you're just going to put on the same 3 beads. And I'm just going to put that down because I've just realised that's the silver plated one. I could feel the difference as soon as I picked it up. This is much thinner and it feels different. And then do exactly the same. And again, if there were smaller stones, you could do a wrapped loop on the top, but just exactly the same.
Twist.
Sorry, in the right place, and loop it over. And that's I know we all do it different. I do mine, so I put the pliers on the end, I rotate my hand away from myself, and then I bring it round. It's just a matter of finding your own technique. Then all you're going to do is take either end of these, and you always open it like a door. So you're not going to try to open it so it sort of straightens out again. You do it that way, put that loop on the end, and close it up. Sorry, that's it. And then turn it over and do the same thing on the other end. So just open up the loop, take your shepherd's hook, in sterling silver, and just do that. And I do a lot of these that are 3 sort of lengths, so really long.
And see what I mean, how simple and effective that is to anybody who's introducing themselves to jewellery making and have gone, oh, I don't think I can do that. I don't think I'll be able to make those. And yeah, look, you can. You really can.
And you can straighten it out, you know, so if it isn't right, especially with the silver, not the silver plated, if you don't do the loop right the first time, just gently straighten it out, take your flat nose pliers, flatten it off, and then do it again.
Yeah, it's so forgiving, silver, isn't it? It's a really great way to get into jewellery making, but be a bit almost cushioned and protected. $29.95. $29.95. Now, I've got a lot of people who have already sent text messages in going, you said half an hour. Now it's 35 minutes, Vix. Yes, I am behind time. You are right. Very well observed. Spot the deliberate mistake. Right, we're going to go straight to the peridot. I'm going to come back to the Wall of Fame, hopefully, and of course to the challenge, of which I can see you've been a little bit busy there. I like the spirals.
Cool.
Yeah, they are gorgeous. Okay, so let's get to this peridot because I made the promise, didn't I? That okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Hup. Check this out. Okay. Now, I think it's fair to say that the peridot that we brought you in the smaller strand sold out. Allocated. I might have a couple left in stock just based on the fact some people forgot to check out their basket. So if you missed out on the smaller nuggets, speak to the call centre or go on the web and see if there's anything left to allocate. But I'm fairly confident in saying that is an allocated stock offer. If you missed out on that peridot or you want to keep on adding your peridot, I don't know how much more peridot we've got for August, and of course it's August birthstones, so there's a lot of people who like to make jewellery based on the birthstones. Peridot is a really popular gemstone which we haven't had in stock for ages, and as I say, it's not for want of trying, it's just one of those things that it comes when we can get hold of it, and when we're sourcing from Mother Nature, we're not going into a warehouse where you know something can be stamped out on a machine, and I want peridot green and I want 500 of them now, bang, 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 there you've got them. Not how it works. We go to Mother Nature and see what she's given us, sourcing from the ground. And I've been to the mines in some amazing places, and I've been inspired because I'm so passionate about gemstones. I think people find, oh, she's always so passionate. I'm passionate because of my experiences, and I've actually seen, the locations, and I've seen the time that it takes to find the smallest amount of carat of genuine gemstones. When you see tons of earth being shifted and the tiniest of gemstones, it is needle in a haystack. And so we've got to remember that when we're doing offers like this, and all of the offers that we've done today with our strands of distinction, the apatite, the spinel, these are really, really incredibly sourced gemstones. These are pieces that make such a difference to a jewellery collection. Highly regarded quality gemstone strand. For those of you who missed out earlier on, don't miss out this time. Please pick up the phones early. We're going to get straight down to the offer. We know that you want them. These are the larger of the nuggets. These are the rounded edge. They're almost like teardrop design. Can you see that? They're almost like teardrops. Absolutely gorgeous. Great colour. Really great colour. And you can see the quality of the clarity. I mean, if I just keep that one behind, can you just see the quality of the clarity that sits within that gemstone? Exquisite, absolutely exquisite. 70 carats. As I say, these are the larger of the nuggets that we can bring you in the peridot. I don't know how much more peridot we've got in stock, and I don't believe that there's any. Right precise now, I'm looking and I'm thinking, yeah, I know this is brand new. I don't think of all the high-end strands that we've got coming through over the next coming weeks, I don't think that you have any peridot to come. That's to my knowledge. Don't hold me to that because I only know a certain amount. I think really the peridot that we had, which was either the smaller nuggets earlier on and these nuggets, I think that is it for August. But as I say, don't hold me to that. I just have, that's as much knowledge as I know. And I feel as confident as I can be to say, if you're gonna get peridot this month, you're gonna have to get it right now. I've got people holding on the lines and being very patient with me, so let's get down to the price. 70 carats of peridot, your drop nuggets. Oh my life. I mean, we could charge twice that price and still be able to justify. Remember, we just did that research for the last necklace, for the last strand of peridot, and all we asked you to do was just type in nothing else into your search engine other than peridot necklace and see what prices you came up with. I mean, you could go onto our sister channel of Gems TV and do the same. And we know how good Gems TV is. We know our buying power because we're the same company. But the simple facts are is I don't even know whether you'd get this quality, this carat weight, and this distinction of gemstones anywhere near this price point, even on our sister channel. You know, the simple facts are is all you need to do is buy now and make a difference to your jewelry collection. Make a difference to your gem collection in the simplest of ways. Restrand, add a clasp, and hey presto, what have you got? A feature look. An amazing opportunity, £10 and 95 pence. Look at the quality against the neckline. So when we did the research for that last offer, department shop, very well-known department store. £220 you could pay for a peridot necklace. There's another one, there's another necklace, £280. And these are all just coming up. Now, I'm not going to say that all necklaces at peridot are going to be in £200, £300. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that literally, there you go. Deanna went, no, Vic, you're right, 159. She's just found another one for 159. What I am saying to you is that you've got to keep perspective, because I think when we say £10.95, it's really easy to go, well, that's what it is. It's £10.95 worth of quality. Actually, in reality, when you start to put into perspective of what prices are going on in the jewelry industry and in other locations, other shoppings, other retail, the price point for peridot doesn't reflect the price point that you're paying here, to my knowledge and to my experiences. £10.95. I don't think you expect £10.95 at this price point. I don't think you expect this quality at this price point at all. I've got lots and lots. Half the stock is allocated, but that means I've still got the chance for you to confirm on this one. Alison, I mean, there is so much beauty in that simplicity of quality, gorgeous. Isn't it?
It's
we
so
can get a bit closer now as well. Claire, if I hold this out, can we get a bit closer now, the camera? Thanks, mate. Cheers, you're brilliant. Do you see that quality of clarity? Do you see this is a strand of distinction for a reason? Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful quality. I mean, it's as fresh. The greens are so fresh. You still got a little bit of texture inside, but that texture almost is a bit like emerald. You kind of quite like that texture because you know that it's a genuine gemstone. I'll always say if you've got a clear emerald, unless you've paid thousands if not millions of pounds, then it's probably a synthetic emerald. It's the same principle. You want a genuine gemstone to be genuine and look genuine. I think sometimes when you get a clear stone, it can look almost synthetic.
Yeah, it can look really
whereas when you've got that prestige of the real deal, you want to know you can enjoy it, and you can enjoy it at £10.95p. I mean, a tenner. No.
I like the way that it's threaded actually, because they sit nicely, don't they? Particularly, let's say on a bracelet, it sits really nicely.
Yeah, you could imagine just a really simple, I daren't say stretchy bracelet, because that kind of would undermine in some ways the magnificence.
Put a clasp on it, but it's lovely because they sort of sit opposite each other really nicely.
Absolutely glorious. £10.95. Now let's just take a look at the fantastic work you've done today. I have to show you some of this wire work. You have been a busy lady.
It did take me a while to do the ring and the this one. So I was like, no, I'm not getting much done.
Are you kidding? Oh my goodness me.
That'll be huge on your hand.
That's immense. That is glorious.
Wow, isn't it?
Isn't it? And look, it's just been, have you just plaited it?
Yeah, I've got a vice. I'll get me a vice.
And you just put it on the vice?
I put it on this.
And then you
I got this from a normal homeware, you know, shop.
And you just vice it,
I
you
put
just
it
put the
in
wires
and
in.
then get them all flat, tighten it up, and then you can really pull at it.
And look at the detail. It's almost got a Celtic feel about it, doesn't it, when you see it like that? You have been amazing today with your designs and your thoughts.
I really enjoyed it.
I've really enjoyed it. It's been nice to have the Northeasterners together. I said I'm going to race her back up the Northeast. We literally live about 7 miles away from each other. So yeah. Not that we're condoning driving fast, of course we'll both drive at the speed limit all the way. We have got a fantastic show lined up for you tomorrow as well, just to give you a heads up. Lots to look forward to for the week. Don't forget, 1920s themed retro show that we've got. We've got so much fun. We've got pearls on Thursday that you will not want to miss out on. Thank you to you. Thanks to everyone else, and you take care of yourself. Have a great Sunday.
Bye everyone.
You can watch Jewellery Maker live every day from 9 till 1 on Sky 655, Virgin 756 or FreeSat 807. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B98 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new jewellery maker hobby.
The early bird catches the worm. Don't miss out on your chance to grab our amazing early bird offers at 9 AM on weekday mornings. Catch them while you can. There are 2 easy ways to purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or FreeSat, and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click the sign up button. Once you have filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the On Air Now button on the homepage, where you'll be able to see all the products that have been in today's show. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget that you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1p&p. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.